Hello there everyone, welcome to a Divergences of Darkness single player stream right here. And boy do we have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about on this stream. I think we can get through a solid hour of just talking about things before I even start really playing a campaign here. There is a lot to talk about because essentially we've got years worth of stuff to talk about because I've completely ignored single player modding all these years, and I'm finally uncovering what has been going on. And we just did, like it says there, we just did TGC, we did a few campaigns of that, that's a fantastic mod. And now we're moving on to the DoD, the latest Divergences of Darkness stuff in single player outside of the multiplayer community. What have they been working on all these years on them? I would say these are even probably the main Divergences of Darkness, and the multiplayer is an offshoot of it. So what have they been doing? Because sometimes we forget how the multiplayer community interacts with the single player and all that, and multiplayer mods and stuff are an offshoot of the single player stuff. Although you could say they are a divergence. Yeah. So, I mean, what happened basically, if you look back at the history of things in single player and multiplayer, is that essentially God of Cheese was the first person to take Divergences of Darkness as it was in 2018 or 19. Like some version of Divergences of Darkness at that point, and then he created a multiplayer edit from there. And that's basically the first time that Divergences of Darkness diverged into multiplayer. And from that point on, it's been very separate. So Divergences of Darkness in the multiplayer community has remained, like flavour-wise, country-wise, lore-wise, it's remained completely static as it was in whenever God of Cheese first took DoD. And then, as we've developed our multiplayer mods in DoD, added so many features, you've seen them in all my series. You've seen them from the Poland-Lithuania series, Muscovy series, American Bloodbath, everything. Right up until the Bavaria series that I'm doing right now, part 5 of which I released like 4 hours ago. And meanwhile, as I've been doing all those multiplayer, with the multiplayer mods and all those series, the single player versions have been developed the whole time, and they've done massive reworks of countries, of entire formables. America, Europe, everything is different, and this isn't the only one. The one I'm playing right now, actually, there's 2 main single player versions. So that's a basic intro to what I'm doing here, and I think it's going to be really fascinating to see this mod, because my mind was blown looking at what they've been doing and how different it is from what we're used to on my multiplayer videos and the mods that we use there. But anyway, I'll get into more details on that very soon. For now, we've got the intro here, so welcome everyone. Thank you. You've got an incomprehensible name, IWTFK Kakujo. Thank you very much, glad to have you here, if you're still here. Hope you're having a good day too, and hello Trainvoy, Lawrence, Woven and Marsfay. Welcome everyone. It isn't meant for multiplayer though, yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. I know that, and I'm just explaining how it's been. The multiplayer mods have diverged from Divergences single player. And if you think about it, it's almost like a sort of divergence of history, because at that point in 2019 where God of Cheese took Divergences of Darkness into multiplayer, that was the point of divergence. And multiplayer DoD has been completely static and stuck at that point, while single-player DoD has gone on and changed and developed beyond that. It's like a real historical divergence in the modding community, so to speak. It's really interesting. I would love to see Victoria Universalis being played. Yeah, I mean, even that's a multiplayer mod as well. I've completely ignored that my whole fucking career, and but I've always known of its existence, and I've always been curious about what they've been doing, but I've never ever played in a Victoria Universalis campaign or checked it out. I mean, I'm not under any obligation to check out any particular mod, I just play what I play, but I do like to cover a wide variety of things, and at least that's what I'm doing now. So I definitely should check out Victoria Universalis. But it is a multiplayer mod, so I would have to play a multiplayer. But I mean, if you go back to 2019, 2020, there are reasons why I haven't played Victoria Universalis. And it was some controversy in the Victoria multiplayer community at that time, some of you might know. But I don't have anything against that mod, or really the people that created it or anything. It's nothing like that. It's not as if the mod's bad. I'm really curious about it too. Will he ever update the DoD multiplayer mod? Who, God of Cheese? No, because the key part of the story of the divergence of multiplayer and single-player DoD, God of Cheese left the community at some point in 2020 and stopped developing his stuff, and it was taken over. I mean, even before God of Cheese left the community, the Chill server community, where I got the Muscovy series, American Bloodbath, etc., made their own Divergence DoD multiplayer. The stripped down, simplified DoD multiplayer, which is the one I've used by far the most. And that was done by Pierre, Zombie Freak, Shark, maybe other people as well. And that, the Chill server DoD, forms the basis of current multiplayer DoD, which has been edited. The mod in the Bavaria series was by Potat, and currently there's versions out there being done by Olympian on Vic Union server, and other people. I'm sorry if I neglect. The critically acclaimed Zombie Freak. Do we have a zombie emote, or is that only on YouTube channel members? Do I have a zombie emote on Twitch? So there's a lot of DoD multiplayer forks. Yeah, there are. But they all take... It's what I want to try and stress about this, is that all of the multiplayer DoD versions that have been done... There you go, we've got zombie. Long intro here, by the way. I'm rambling on, but it's really interesting. All the multiplayer versions have exactly the same in terms of lore and map and countries. That is completely static. What all of the multiplayer versions have changed are multiplayer features. And maybe the balance of armies. Maybe they've changed, for example, the way the dual monarchy works to make it more balanced. But all of that has been for multiplayer. They didn't add any flavour for the sake of flavour, which is what the single player versions have been doing the whole time. Because that's what you like in single player. You like a bit of flavour. So, oh god, long intro, such a long intro. But I also want to say that this mod, and by the way, I've got a link to it in the ! mod command, has different artwork. I've got one of the loading screen artworks behind as the intro screen. And it's fucking Plantagenet. And it's taking a painting of American frontier army people, like fucking last charge of, what is that, the Colonel something, I don't know, but they've taken that and put the Plantagenet flag. Or are they southern from the American Civil War? Actually, to me that looks like a scene from the West, like the Indian Wars and stuff, but it's probably from the South. This is you know, American Civil War era, but in DoD. And of course the South is equivalent to Plantagenet, but Plantagenet is a monarchy. Of course, it's different, very different. But they did have slavery, or they do have slavery at the start date. Anyway, yes, Lawrence, it's funny you should say that, because as I've been looking into the DoD mods and stuff and figuring out where the single player community is at, the history of DoD itself is so interesting, and so many different people have contributed, and there's different versions. You'll be surprised at how far back DoD actually goes. I don't want to reveal when DoD was first made, because it's... I actually might want to make a video about it at some point, and it'll be a real banger. Really interesting if people can be bothered watching a long video essay about a random mod for Victoria 2. So, by the way, something... Okay, listen to this story, right? You'd like that, Dijaru? Well, maybe I'll think about it. It'll be a long undertaking, because it requires a lot of research and a lot of looking up stuff and a lot of script. It never occurred to me that DoD was still being developed by the time you started uploading videos. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, like I said, I've completely ignored the single player versions all these years, so my audience might not necessarily know what has been going on in the other DoD. And I don't know if it's the case, but some of those single player modders might resent me for showcasing an old version of DoD. I mean, I'm completely fine with all my multiplayer content, and even if it is an old version lore-wise of DoD, I don't really care. But now, I just really want to showcase the other side of the story as well, see what the single player mods have been up to. You know, I think most Vic 3 players don't know what was a Vic 2 PDM. Well, yeah, PDM. One of the things about the history of DoD is that it was originally in the PDM mod, Pop Demand mod, which was a huge single player rebalance rework around the time mainly. It had its heyday mainly around House Divided. And at some point, DoD was only available in PDM. And at that time, back in 2013-14, I didn't like PDM, but I really loved DoD. And I was asking, I went on the forum threads and stuff at the time, asking for people to make a non-PDM version of DoD. I was out there at the time. I was part of the history of DoD. And eventually someone did. And at some point, I can't remember who, this is stuff I need to figure out and look up. And it's God, I don't know, it's so complicated. But anyway, here's the artwork. The last thing I'll talk about before I actually get into the game is the artwork here. This is a loading screen. They've edited a Plantagenean flag on there, which is something that I've put in many of my thumbnails for my videos, or maybe just general artwork I use inside the video, like the American Bloodbath Grand Finale where we put the Arcadian flag. And I contracted some of that stuff out to a Photoshop expert and stuff, but I kind of learned how to do it myself at some point. I did it a lot in Poland Lithuania series thumbnails, like, yeah, I put a PLC flag in here and there. Anyway, so in order to get this artwork, if you go into the Victoria 2 mod files, the loading screen artwork is in a format that I don't even have any programs that can read it. I can't open it in Photoshop. So what I did was go onto the DoD Rework Discord. I searched for loading screen and has image, and I found this artwork. But before that, there was also another message I happened across talking about this artwork. And you see this fellow on the right? One of the messages I saw when searching up this artwork on the Discord was someone remarking on who that guy on the right of the artwork looks like. Is anyone else seeing that? Trainvoy, your message got censored there or something for some reason. Did you post a link? It probably doesn't allow links from non-subs. Can anyone else see this? Paint.net, yeah, thanks. I think I did have Paint.net installed at some point. I can't say the name I'm not going to say the name of who it looks like on Twitch. But here we go. He's in this timeline. He's a good guy. He's here next to what looks like, what's the African descended culture in Plantagenet? Afro-Germanic, Afro-Burgundian. In any case, he's next to one of those guys, so he's racially diverse in this timeline. He wouldn't have been alive at the time. But it's so anyway, let's move him. There's your Plantagenean artwork. Safe for work now. Afro-Frankish, I think that's the one. Yeah. He's next to one of those gentlemen. Racial divergence. Anyway, so now I'm in the game and I'm going to turn. Oh, I haven't got my Discord voice face cam. There we go. That's too big. Hold on. Sorry for the long intro. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it, but it's about time I get into this. I might edit this stream down into a video just to get it out there. So I want people to see the single player stuff more. The people who have mainly watched my multiplayer content all these years don't know what's been going on in the single player world in DoD, and it's fascinating. Okay, there's me, face cam. There's that, and the chat can be a bit smaller maybe. Hold on a sec, got a cup of tea here. Longer intros, fine, nice little chat time. Yeah, this whole stream isn't going to be a serious long gameplay. I will do a campaign. I will find a country and play as it, but I'm going to be spending maybe even the first entire hour of this stream just overviewing the world, looking at the countries, looking at the lore. Afro-Arcadian is a culture for Plantagenets. Did you? Oh, that's even that right there is a completely new addition, and I think this gentleman here is one of the contributors to this mod. Anyway, so first things first, right. So, to all my viewers, if you don't know this mod, if you don't know DoD Rework, or whatever it's called, they might have cottoned on to the fact that I'm streaming a mod on the Discord or whatever. Someone might have posted it. I don't know. That's cool though. That's absolutely great. So, if you don't know this mod, prepare yourselves. You might be shocked by what you're about to see. If you've just been watching my multiplayer content and you're used to the one standardized version of DoD from fucking 2019 that hasn't changed in multiplayer, you might want to prepare yourself. Okay, are you ready? In the chat, are we ready to see this version of DoD? By the way, before we get in, please do subscribe to the channel. Get my sub count. It's currently at 83. I'd love to get 100 again. Love to get that milestone, and donate to the channel with the Stream Elements link. People are hyped. Everyone's ready. The Stream Elements link is the best way. Hey, Mars Faye, thank you. Thanks for gifting a sub to Eunice. Cheers. Thank you, I hate Twitch ×2. I appreciate that.
Mars Fee gifted a tier 1 sub to Yuns2 Twitch _.
Thank you very much. Right, here we go. Okay, again, are you ready? Just sitting beside no. All right, no worries, Arlick. Thanks for checking it out. I think most things are going to be self-explanatory anyway, like in terms of lore if I read stuff. So, okay. Oh my god, how could you even call this the same mod as what I even play in my multiplayer stuff? It's look how different it is. This is insane. Look at it. Oh my god. There's, like, right off the bat, you can see, like, what are my initial thoughts without looking at anything in particular. There's some kind of principality within the dual monarchy here in the south that's got 3 enclaves. Fucking Morocco has got a Among Us joke. Russia is I actually heard a long time ago how Russia had been reworked. I know this was the case. Drastically different. PLC there. PLC has a couple of different puppets than normal, but they're still in the sub-state system. Germany might have a couple of different borders. Burgundy more or less the same. Italy looking a bit different. There's some random country here, the free city of Fiume here, about 100 years too early, because this was in a World War... I think the free city of Fiume was a part of the World War I treaty in real life. Yeah, and now, okay, it's even more different in America, by the way. So prepare for another shock when we go to America. Okay, so we've seen Europe, which is generally the same, okay, but a lot of different nuances. Basically anything Hungary and under isn't updated. Middle East is barely changed. Yeah, that's like Komodo just said, that stuff. Africa as well, looking similar. Okay, are you ready for America? Should I play the American Blood? Nah, it's too cringe, too cheesy. I'm not playing the symphony. Are you ready for America? Are you hyped for it as well? Because this, I had a brief look at it before I did the stream. You will not recognize it. Are we ready? Ready for America, chat? Alright, okay, let's go to America. There might be a bit of a delay on the stream. Okay, let's hear a round of applause for America in DoD Rework or Fanfork. It's called both of those things, by the way, the name of the mod. The Discord is called Rework, I think, and the GitHub is called Fanfork. I don't know. Fanfork or Rework. This is the Americas. Well, that was north. Here's the south. Bionia is still there. You know. Spanish New Granada is there. Gran Colombia is only halfway there, living on a prayer. The Belgians is very federalized. That's clearly the aim here. the Belgian Confederacy is really quite literally federalized. Sort of like the early United States of America, which might be where they get the idea from, if anyone knows. But another thing I should point out is that there is probably masses of lore written down for the countries online or on the Discord somewhere. I'm not really going to look at that, but we might read some of the LARP. Ching Chu is here. Oh yeah, Venice's possession in Florida has just been reduced to one very rectangularly bordered state there, as well as the islands. Scandinavia owns that. Plantaginia is the only one here that is mostly intact as we remember it. And Qingchu, obviously. But in terms of the three Arcadians, and this one here is fascinating. So, off the bat here, instead of being a fully independent country, Vinland, what would be Vinland is now a crown colony of Scandinavia, and it's semi-autonomous. It's a satellite. What's this? Wait, no way. Wow, can't really see the name of that country. It's another one of Scandinavia. So Scandinavia has two, and then this one here around the lakes, also by Scandinavia. This is, like I said, it's mind blowing how different it is. And to be honest, I have a soft spot for the LARP. I like it a lot, to be honest with you. But the Belgians are in the stages of the Articles of Confederation. Yeah. This one here, Skralinger territory. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's much more of a native territory, this one. Semi-autonomous as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Skralinger, the name there, has a meaning in terms of native or something. Does it mean native? Does it literally mean that? Partially westernized, ah. So yeah, Plantaginia out of these are the most recognizable. And there's even, that's Cherokee. There's Nurse Reno. Protectorat Salagi, that's Cherokee. They've got their own semi-autonomous native land. That's what the Viking explorers called the Native Americans. There you go, beautiful. Fascinating. Ronst here, by the way, is... Well, Ronst is Ronst. You can't really say much about it. Vinland is Scandi colonised. Maskerland. Is this one here the name of which I can't quite read? Maskerland. It's Germano-Scottish and semi-native. Right. Germano-Scottish, of course, because the lore of Scandinavia is that the Kalmar Union united under Scotland, so there's a bit of Scottish influence in this one maybe, and then more Scandinavian in this one. And obviously native in this one. Now, so each of these independent Belgian Confederacy regions obviously correspond to a state in terms of what, think of them as American states because it is a republic, sort of, very similar. Anyway, what we have as well is Gran Colombia only has North America and Central America. Spain still has direct control over a lot of the south and a puppet, a viceroyalty. And this one is Tawanatsuyu, aka the Incas. The Haiti colony has lore that the Scottish clans got relocated there. I can guess who was behind that. I can guess his name begins with J. He might have come up with... So anything to do with Haiti is down to J-Man. Definitely. Maybe not, though. Maybe that was a Scottish and Haitian collaboration. Someone Scottish came up with that, too. Nope, that was... Okay. That's fascinating. It wasn't J-Man, so... Haiti is getting some love. Right. I'm assuming there must still be some kind of event or lore chain between Spain and Gran Colombia. They don't start at war here, apparently. But there must be something, no doubt. And I'm sure someone will tell me right now. And as well, so currently I'm giving an overview without even clicking on a country, but what I should do is actually just go in the game so I can look at accepted pops and stuff. Now, if we have a look over here, Lord Novgorod the Great. They go to war in like 3 days in game. There you go, exactly. So over here in the Dzungar Khanate, which is featuring prominently in the Bavaria series right now. Well, they're the same. Dzungar Khanate is still there. China looking very different. Japan balkanized. India is actually exactly the same, almost. Maybe the DM has an extra port, Scandi has an extra port, but that's looking very similar. Oh shit, okay. Australia is looking different. Burgundian East India Company has a port, Dual Monarchy has a port, and then we have the Sultanate of Jusha. Ryland can get Southern Africa. Well, I know about Ryland. Ryland has extensive lore and paths. Even in multiplayer versions, they can do that. I hope I am going to have a fun time playing this mod. The first thing I'm doing, like I said, for the first portion of the stream is really exploring the differences, looking at the countries, seeing what they're all about. Scandinavia, everyone has a piece of the Australian pie. The League of Yaloo, so the lore here is still quite clearly that there's Chinese colonies in Australia, but they're now divided into 3 instead of the usual Zurao. And they're all equally balanced in terms of pops. So you can have a bloodbath, you can have 3 players there in multiplayer. I know that, it's not a multiplayer, it's not real. Muslim Chinese republics. What a crossover. What a crossover that is. What else have we got? Well, we got Japan here. This looks very balkanized, but I'm assuming that Japan is actually quite a similar situation to your HPM Japan. Spain, right there. Look at that, Spain. Don't tell me that's I see a little purple bit in Japan. Please don't tell me that's Burgundy. If that's Burgundy, I might Alt F4 right now. What is that? I'm about to click on it. What have you done? Is that Burgundy? Oh god. Oh no, don't tell. Oh my god, it is. They got a Burgundian port. No, it's not Dual Monarchy. They put a Burgundian port in Japan. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load into the game. I'm not starting a campaign as Burgundy. I'm just loading into... Oh my god, look at the Dual Monarchy flagships. A lot of this is making me sigh a little bit, you know. So, I'm just looking at the countries now, but actually in the game. And let me just lower my face cam. Damn. Right, so... Yeah, I guess it's based on IRL Dutch ports. Absolutely, probably, yes. But this one is right next to the capital of... Well, one of them. Damn. What have they done? Spanish one down here as well. The Spanish one must be based on the Portuguese one, because in this lore, Spain unite with Portugal instead of Catalonia, and then blah blah blah, we know that. The East has fallen. It's over. We even have a port in Bengal here. Every country probably has loads of different decisions, and we're going to take time and look through them. But wait, is this an actual DoD update or is it a different mod? Well, Leon, I did go over this a lot in the intro to the stream. You might want to just look back at that or something, because I don't want to repeat myself with the whole background on it. Burgundian East Indies is my puppet. Burgundian Brabantian. So what culture map was probably different as well. Okay, Brabantian, however you say it. I'm assuming that is your Wallonie or Flemish. One of the two, maybe even both of them put together. It's probably the Wallonians, because it looks like that's where they are. An equivalent of that. Okay. And we have all 3 accepted. Anything different about the Dual Monarchy pops? No, you've still got the Anglois situation, English, French, Occitan, Breton, Irish. Portugalician. So, what are we saying? What is going on here? Yellow is Spanish. Light green... No. Yellow is Castilian. Light green is Spanish. And dark green is Portugalician. Which... even the lore here is wild. Anglo are everywhere now. I had to spread their pops fully out. Ah, interesting. So you've got little pockets of Anglo people even in the regions, even in the English and French areas. And that is probably necessary for assimilation, if assimilation ever comes into question. So anything different? Okay, the German cultures are massively different as well. Okay, let's have a quick look at this. Albions are up there in the north. A funny thing, in the multiplayer versions we use, there's a culture called Pomeranian, and that wasn't added for any lore reasons. Pomeranian culture was added for fucking balance. It was added so that Scandinavia is more incentivized to keep fighting for Pomerania, because Scandinavia gets Pomeranian accepted. Because if not, they don't really get much benefit out of holding on to Pomerania, and they will too often make a deal with... The world of single player and multiplayer is so different. I'm just going to put it like that. You can't... They're just two different worlds. And sometimes it's best not to mix them so much. Let the multiplayer stuff do what they do and let the single player do what they do. But anyway, okay, Swabian has been added as a southwestern German culture, including Switzerland. So this makes the Bavaria series very different. Lawrence van Africa asks, there's a Venice... Oh my god. Venice is diverse. Anyway, there's a Venice culture. I will just inform Lawrence van Africa that Venetian culture is also separate in our multiplayer versions and goes back to the beginning of DoD, so it's nothing crazy. But this is crazy. So they've added Central Italians. What is going on? South Italian, Sardinian, Central Italian, North Italian. Romand. What would Romand be? Like Arpetin. We talked about this in my Switzerland campaign. In TGC as well. It was Franco-Provençal. It's not Swiss. What are the two Bohemian cultures? Oh my. What is that? What's Bohemian versus Czech? What? Okay, so the Kingdom of Bohemia there. Bohemian and Czech. What? Hello, Ladoge. We're currently having our minds boggled. So, Bohemian is Germanized Czech. Okay. Alright, I see. I see. And what else do we have? Anything different? Ironically, the Balkans is probably the most untouched and unchanged culture group between the multiplayer and single player mods. Is this the new DoD? The thing about it is, it's not new. It's just something I have never checked out on my channel, and I've been stuck playing the multiplayer versions, and this is an update on what they've been doing all these years that I haven't been paying attention, basically. Balters. Balters have been added. That would be the equivalent of Prussian. So the old Prussian. These Prussians here, they're not Albion, they're not German. They must be old Prussian. The Baltic-speaking, Baltic language, which is actually closer to Lithuanian and Latvian. Am I right? I know my language groups. They are German? Oh, I'm wrong. Sorry. Never mind. Balter would be... Okay, the old Prussians are still fucked. They don't exist. So, Pskov, though, in terms of Scandinavia's influence on Russia, that's very similar. Pskov still exists as a puppet, and Scandi has Lord Novgorod as a sphereling. So, where were we? Okay. Peu vermels. That sounds very Catalan. They are an accepted pop. I'm trying to think of what the translation. What would that mean? Red feet. Ah, peu pied noir. Oh my god, it's the translation. Wow. So, Aragonese people who have gone to North Africa have their own culture. Navarro Aragon. Oh my god. Oh no, they added another one. They added another one between Basque and Catalan. There's another one. I didn't even notice this one when I was looking at Iberia. So, Aragon is also different. They have South Italian. But unlike in our multiplayer versions, if Aragon attacks the Papal States or yeah, just the Papal States, they wouldn't have that accepted. Red feet, not black feet. Yeah. So what else have we got? Any different cultures over here? Russia has different cultures. Russia has very different cultures. North Russian, Veliko-Russian, Litvan, Malo-Russian, Cossack, and everything else you'd also expect. The non-Russian cultures there. So is DoD a universe where France is the only one to come out on top? What do you mean? France, if anything, I don't know. This is more like an English conquest of France. This, because it's England winning the 100 Years' War. But France doesn't exist. It's the dual monarchy. France-centric world? It depends what you mean by France. France, if you mean the region, if you include some of Burgundy in that, maybe. So, okay, let's look at the cultures. Oh my god, let's look at the cultures. So what have we got here? We've got Plantagenetan and Afro-Arcadian. So, instead of it being Afro-Germanic, the English quote-unquote won the 100 Years' War, but in reality, yes, good point. It was the dynasty that won. And the dynasty saw themselves as more French. Yeah. That's probably how it was. So, we've got... they've changed it. Plantagenet is not a culture, it's Cadien, which is the equivalent. The word Cajun comes from this, which means it comes from the French Arcadian, Cadien in this case, and then you get Cajun, which is down here in Louisiana. So that's the LARP behind that. And so this is so inland you've got more Afro-Arcadians on the inland regions and more Plantagenets or Cadians on the outside, on the coast. And then the Cherokee have been given this semi-autonomous land, which you might as well call it must be just a reservation essentially. And if you look around it, there's not that many Cherokee. It's like they've all been moved there, you know, Trail of Tears sort of thing. Now up here, what have we got? So Septiman, that's very similar to normal DoD. Or I call it normal. There's no such thing as normal DoD. I mean, this is just as valid as the one I normally play. Septiman and some more Afro-Arcadians. Plantagenet only accepts Cadian. All of these different countries just accept Septiman. Belgian Alliance. Hello, Doomlord. Yeah, that's the name. Okay. I have more deep DoD lore for you. Originally in DoD, and I'm talking way back in the versions in 2014, in House Divided years, the Belgian Confederacy, and I think I mentioned this even in I think I might have mentioned this in the American Bloodbath at one point as well. Probably even talked about it there. The Belgian Confederacy used to be called the Seven Republics. But I mean, it never was balkanized like this in old DoD. It was still just one country, but it was made out of 7 regions, which were, in terms of lore, semi-governing states. So it was the 7 republics or whatever. And then you get that's how you get the name of the culture, Septiman, or Septimar. You know, in French, Sept means 7. Thank you, Doomlord. A 7-nation army. And these come from Burgundy. Hence, they changed the name from the 7 republics to the Belgian Confederacy for some reason. And now, in this version, it's called the Belgian Alliance, similar to the Belgian Confederacy, and it's quite literally balkanized into 7 republics. It's, yeah, the story of this fucking mod is insane. So now let's look at the Vinlandic ones, or the Scandinavian. So the Skrellinger territory, or the native territory, has these 3 Southern Algonquin and Northern Algonquin, however you say it, and Iroquois, 3 native cultures. Are there some Scandinavians there as well? No, probably not. Okay, so you go up. Vinlandic is still there. Vinlandic, good to see them. And this crown colony accepts Vinlandic. So that's normal in terms of the culture being accepted, but this is completely different. So the crown colony of Masgerland, which is also a colony of Scandinavia, and it has a culture called Masgerlander, which is the only one it accepts, who are apparently a little bit Scottish, you know, a little bit more Scottish influence. And then a lot more natives. And then Qingchu. Okay, what are the... Okay, there's something crazy going on with the cultures in Qingchu. They only have Qingchuan accepted. This one's 100% Qingchuan. This one is 75% Algonquin. Qingchu has not been finished? Right. It's still different from what we're used to though. 100%. Are these like not meant to be like that? Hi Spud, great up today. Thank you very much, Comrade CFC. And then we have Gran Colombia culture-wise. Now that's the same culture-wise. They only accept Mexican. Lusitanians are still there. The Portuguese. And Spain is out here. And these are colonies. Okay. Hispano-Andean. Granadan. I wonder if Spain gets LARP to eventually get them accepted. Probably. Okay. Okay, what the fuck is this? So a Spanish puppet, Golden Board of Atlantean pops. Completely different culture. Okay, I mean there's just a random Spanish puppet there now. What are they doing to the world? Spanish Atlanteans. Out of nowhere. Okay. Oh, now. Okay, what have they done? Where are those supposed Scottish clans? Is that Kiscoyaner? What's Kiscoyaner? That's they have an introduction event. What's their tag? Thank you very much, the F-Bomb 420. Appreciate it. Atlantia is there since neither DM or Burgundy could settle disputes, so they made a mandate to keep in control. Okay. Now, while we're on Burgundy, let's look at what Burgundy's decisions are. Craftsman bug. So these are... Okay, all generic. No, all generic. There's no LARP here, so I assume things appear later. This mod is basically DoD with extras. What did they change compared to DoD? Well, we've just shown a lot of what they changed. This is single player DoD. What's that? A puppet of Bohemia Mecklenburg. The sphere situation is actually a little bit different. Scandinavia has a bit more influence in North Germany this time around. That's very different. Bavaria is more independent. Oh, Bavaria series reference. You have to wait for events before you can do anything. It's pretty much any country. Oh, well. That makes it harder for me to look at the LARP and the lore of the mod at a glance without actually playing through a whole campaign. But that's alright. I don't know which country. If I'm going to do a serious playthrough, but I don't know which country I'm going to do yet, so that's open to us deciding that. I do want to play a normal mainline country, a big country. I'm fine with playing a big country. I don't want to do a small country challenge right now. Does Venice own Greece? Yeah, they do. Yeah, indeed. This depopulated part of the world here. So few people. Anyway, that's one of the differences. A few regions are restrained by event chains. Right. So I'm hearing that the Incas, Tawanatsu has a lot of LARP and lore. Very interesting. A lot more cultures out here now as well. Countries I've had. I've had Aragon being recommended. I'm leaning towards playing Aragon here. Maybe. Hungary wasn't reworked. I heard that Hungary was reworked. Is it what's currently being worked on by the mod team? Or has it been reworked? Atlantia is pretty fun too. Yeah, people were just saying when we looked at them that they're very unique. They've got some flavour. That's in the other DoD mod. DoD HPM. Is that because as I've been like, the whole there's another one. There's another DoD single player called DoD HPM. But it's hard for me to get involved and look at that mod because they don't have their own Discord. Their only their only Discord location is their section on the Victoria 2 modding server, and I'm banned from there. So it's hard for me to. And the creator of DoD HPM voted for that, I guess, because he's an admin. So it's very hard for me to check out that mod. So we are DoD fanfork all the way. Fuck the other one, I guess. Nah, seriously, nothing against that mod in terms of being a mod. Nothing against what they've done. I'm sure they've done great work. But all I can really do is focus on DoD fanfork, which so far, the LARP is out of this world. Now, my main thing is multiplayer, obviously, and I try hard and we do all the Diplo. But I do have a soft spot for LARP and lore. Okay? I just keep it very separate from my multiplayer because LARP doesn't really fit in well with our multiplayer groups, but I do have a soft spot for it. Just looking at this map, Inca's a strong early game start. If you take a look at Australia's provinces, you mean what? Zurao culture is there, by the way. You did them? You did these? Oh yeah, there's a lot more provinces. This is actually way more provinces than a normal base game, and I happen to know from I mean, I've never done it myself, but I happen to know from other modders that changing provinces is very difficult to do in modding. And here you have done an entire Australia detailed rework. Not New Zealand though. Zurao, if they form, become very powerful. It's now an island USA. It's very similar, think about it, to Arcadia. Like 3 almost equally balanced nations. North, Middle and South. Vinland, Belgians, Plantagenet. So we've had a very good overview from outside of playing a country. We're going to move towards actually playing now. It's already been 50 minutes. By the way, while you're all here, while I've gathered you, subscribe to the channel, get your primes in, subscribe, gift, anything. We've got to get this sub count up, because my Twitch revenue's been down. I'm not getting too many subs lately. And that's probably because I've moved away from my multiplayer streams for a while, which is what everyone wants. But we've got a very nice viewer count now checking out this mod. So, while you've stopped by, drop a cheeky little sub, or a donation on Stream Elements. Let me just link that one. I'd appreciate some subs, but the Stream Elements one is really the best way to support the channel, because Twitch doesn't take half of that. Anyway, oh, there you go.
Prime sub.
Thank you very much, a Knight74. It's very important to get subs on these streams, because when I played Football Hooligan Simulator game, I put the football tag on my streams. And for some reason, I've decided to keep it on, so my streams are tagged as football. And my sub goal, my sub alert, is still the football one. So if I don't get any subs on a stream, and I don't play the football alert, I'm going to get banned from Twitch for falsely advertising what my stream is. There would be nothing to justify the football tag if I don't get any subs. Does that make any sense? Anyway, so I'm leaning towards Aragon, but we've got subs now. We've had 2. It's fine. I can justify the football, And how are your football teams doing? Are you getting any Which DoD country would have the best football team? Probably the dual monarchy, right? I mean, if you combined England and France, yeah. Although Burgundy might be in with a really good shout, because they've got half of France, the Rhineland. Belgium and the Netherlands, though, don't rule them out. Belgium and the Netherlands are both insane countries. Aragon, Italy, yeah. But it's all, but you don't really know, because it's South Italy and Catalonia, so you'd have to go into the Italian and Spanish national teams and look at the players and see which one is fucking Catalan and from South Italy. Why everyone talking about football? Because I've got to justify having the football tag on my stream. Let's talk about football. I mean, Comrade CFC's question about which DoD country would have the best football team is a good question. It is actually a really good question. Don't count out the Zurau Super League. Yeah, play as Bjornia and get back England. No, I don't want to do that as my campaign for this. I want to do a campaign that would highlight the stuff that they've added in DoD Rework. The Bjornia stuff is probably exactly the same in the multiplayer versions, and we've even seen it happen in one of my video series thingies. My football club just got promoted to RPL. I'm nappy. Which one is what's RPL? The Zungar FC. Don't count them out. Don't count out the Zungar. Do any of the countries in this have good football players or teams in real life? I don't think they do. Russian Premier League. Ah. That's awkward how Russia's been banned from every football tournament and stuff. But I'm sure the Russian domestic league must just be going on as normal. Unless any of the... And let's not talk about it. Bjornia, pretty much... Yeah, it's pretty hard. Oh, yeah, so since they've buffed the Incas, that must make it harder for Bjornia. Yeah, I see. No Mughal campaign? Nah, not this time. Aragon would do good, yeah. Yeah, would Hungary... An enlarged Hungary would do well. Bohemia... The Czech Republic doesn't really have much of a notable team, does it? They do okay. Tell you what though, Venice would do really well. Because they get some of the Croatians, and Croatia are crazy, aren't they? In football. So they get some Italian players, don't know who. And they'd get the Greeks. Don't count out the Greeks, they won Euro 2004. Don't discount the Greeks in this Venice team. This is such a weird question to be talking about. Can you form Rome in this? That's the big question, isn't it? What is this Yeah, actually, good point, Pog City. Let's have a closer look at this thing in the dual monarchy. So, the League of Midi. And they have Provençal accepted. To be fair, I think the only person that could explain it would be someone from the mod who's watching. I mean, I don't know what to say about the League of Midi. The Mid-League. Oh, no, I know what this is. This is the Dual Monarchies Football League. The Dual Monarchies Football League is a semi-independent country where they host all the football for the DM. The League of Midi. Ah, I've got the lore now. I've got the lore. I need to go and read their lore page for how they invented football. Scandinavia would have a good football team as well though, wouldn't they? Scotland's a bit shite. And each of the Scandinavian countries is a bit shite. But if you put them all... Well, Sweden may be the best. I don't know which one's ranked highest. But if you put them together and don't discount Finland, Estonia and Latvia, Scandinavia would do great. It's a big stadium. Yeah. So, Arlex says, the League of Midi is a variety of Provençal lords who have retained independence. Very interesting. Just semi-autonomous Provençal lords. Gotcha. Oh yeah, Denmark are decent. I think Scandinavia would do well. I think someone did a video about the Scandinavian national team if it united. We need to make a video about DoD and football in DoD world. It would actually be possible to take all the players in the main big international teams and split them up into what country they would be in DoD borders and create fictional teams. Imagine. That's actually pretty funny, doing that. Make a FIFA league. Bjornia FC. Oh, we've already made that joke. We've already called Bjornia North FC in my videos as well. We've already done that. Wait. Lotharingia and Amazonia would get the Brazilian players. Bjornia, no wait, Bjornia would fucking win the World Cup. They're Argentina. Messi would play for Bjornia. It's over. Bjornia would fucking win. I mean, one of the regions of Argentina in real life is this one, which is owned by Lotharingia. Are any of the Argentine players from there? Messi would be English in the DoD world and they'd win. But Lotharingia and Brazil would split the Brazilian team, or Lotharingia and Amazonia would split the Brazilian team in half. Leonard Messi. What would Messi be? Messin. Messington. Leonard Messington. What a fucking tangent we've gone off on here. So, are there any other countries? The Ottoman Empire. Imagine the Ottoman Empire. They would get the entire Turkish team, Bulgaria, a bit of Greece, some of the Serbs. Yeah, the Balkan cultures are the same. We're just talking about that in the chat. The Balkan cultures are the same as you would expect in the other DoD we normally play. They would also get Israel, the Syrian national team. Yeah. Right. So, Portuguese is the court language of Gran Colombia to an extent. Well, what happened to Muscovy in this mod? Yeah, Russia's been balkanized extensively in this. These countries have an alliance with Poland and stuff. So playing within Russia would be a really good campaign. Very fascinating campaign. Or playing as Commonwealth and fucking going in and annexing all of it. Russia's a Fortnite free-for-all. Yeah. There's a lot of really good playthroughs we can do in this mod. And I think I might do that. But we're going to start with... I'm thinking of doing Aragon. A lot of people have recommended that in this mod. Oh, we could go for a Russia campaign though. We could play Novgorod or one of the... Oh, it's a difficult choice. Use a spin wheel to decide? Nah. I don't like leaving what country I'm playing down to chance. I want to go with a country that I want to decide myself and feel the country that I want to play. You can form Russia as Novgorod, no doubt, yeah. Difficult. Just try Aragon. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Aragon. It would be a case of forming Aragon, Italy, obviously, and taking over Spain. Someone triggered the American bloodbath there. Command, beautiful. Oh, yeah, but playing as Plantagenet in this mod would also be fascinating as well, definitely. Chingchu's not done. Maybe Gran Colombia or Spain. You can fight the Gran Colombia War as Spain in this version. It's different. Bohemia, they're all... So, let's do it. Just to make sure that AI doesn't get fucked or bugged or something, I'm just going to, instead of tag switching, I'm going to back out and just start again as Aragon. There's that dual monarchy ship. Look at it. That's exactly the sort of thing I did, like I said, in the thumbnail for some of my videos. If you look at the thumbnail for one of those parts of the Heirs to Aquitania series, part 7 or 8 or something, it's quite literally got, what countries are they? The English, is it the Heirs to Aquitania? Yeah, I think it is. Some of the flags from that campaign added onto some ships. We actually started war here. We actually started war. Thank you very much, Oilball, for the Prime. Appreciate that. We start at war. We start with a lot of money. We're actually set. Let's play. We're playing. We're actually playing now. Can you believe it? We're actually in game, sorting out the economy. Oh my god, it's PDM. It's fucking... Is it PDM? It's PDM! Oh my god. Okay, we need to talk about that first. I didn't notice that. It's PDM factories. Okay. We have to take a moment. We have to take a moment to look at PDM here. I can't... That's actually a very shocking comeback. Because it's a mixture. Hybrid monster our developer made. Ah, right, I see. I talked about this a little bit at the start of the stream, how DoD used to be part of... It used to be within PDM, the Pop Demand mod. And back in the day, DoD was only available within PDM, and a lot of people, including myself, back in the day, petitioned for someone to create a non-PDM version of DoD so that we can just play DoD in vanilla. It has PDM factories, but outputs and inputs and sorts have been completely twisted and turned. PDM, this is a blast from the past. I'm not going to criticise it though. Because, I mean, look, it's mostly the same. Well, it's not. It's not at all. Oh my god. Bronze artillery. Well, I don't know, in this playthrough, I might not manage the economy too min-maxy in this playthrough. I'll just sort of... They added a new tech level. Oh my god. Where did they add it? Is it the last one? The rights of... ideological thought, 1840. The more you know. Post-colonialism. 1930, the timeline extended. What? 1950? Oh my god. They made it go to 1950. They've added another line of tech at the bottom. They did it. The absolute mad lads did it. Carthago. Very nice. PDM, aka be ready to have millions of rebels by mid-game. Oh god. Anyway, let's get some bureaucrats. Let's research. I would have researched ideological thought first, but that's not available, so I'll just do medicine. I mean, all the text might be different for all I know, but I'll just do it anyway. Do we have decisions? Yeah. Oh boy, we have a decision. We have a decision to go for. Okay, all the decisions for Aragon are here from day one, or more or less all of them. We can... Ending the Alphonsine concession. Oh, don't tell me... Oh, it's Malta. I thought there was going to be some kind of fucking micro-state in Iberia. Like that one out of TGC. Okay, since we mentioned the heirs to Aquitania, one of my... Part 6 for heirs to Aquitania got taken down due to copyright once. It was actually a copyright takedown. For a piece of music that I've also used in other videos that hasn't been taken down. Don't tell them that though. They just, for some reason, decided to really fuck me over with that one video. It's hard to get part 7 of, or part 6 of Heirs to Aquitania. I have a download link for it. That's the best we can do. Medicine is prio since most terrain types that start can't hold 30. Yeah, probably. So we can annex Malta, which is currently a puppet but a sphere of the DM. We've got an opportunity in Eritrea. That's the LARP. Let's should I sphere it? Should I sphere everything? Empire of the Latins requires. Fate of Aragon confirmed. The dual monarchy is at peace with Savoy. Eritrea is a puppet of Aragon, or it has the government that you would get if you did the Eritrea decision. Italy for all core provinces, sphered or owned by me. Or owned by the Kingdom of Burgundy and the dual monarchy. That one is there in case Burgundy takes stuff in Italy. You know, they've got the decision to take stuff. I don't know. So that's interesting. So we're going to sphere. I think we sphere everything and use our infamy on outside things like Venice and Balkans, North Africa, Egypt, Spain, actually, definitely Spain. We don't have Spanish accepted or Castilian accepted in this. But do we get them in any way, shape or form? Let's see. What is Latins gives it? What does it give us? We inherit the Papal States. We inherit the Order of St. John. We get the Avignon Crisis.
What version of DOD is this?
Thank you very much for the 6 months, Thomas Bomber. Someone posted the command there, you can check it out. It's Divergences of Darkness Rework or Fanfork. Can someone tell me what the name of the mod is? Is it Fanfork or Rework or both? Or are they... I don't know. If Aragon, Italy goes fascist, they can take all of the Western Roman Empire territory. Both, honestly. Right. So the Empire of the Latins just mainly gives me Italy. It's essentially Aragon, Italy. Refork, Fanwork. The Divergences of Darkness Refork. Yep, that's the one. This one here is quite literally the Crimean War. Protection of Christendom. Glad to hear I hate Twitch ×2. Rework, Fanfork, same thing really. Okay, so turn off auto. Please don't. Oh my god, they've got. Yeah, they've got the PDM units. Oh dear. They've got the PDM units, but it appears. Can I build stuff out of non-accepted and all that? I don't know. Start spamming out some artillery. Let's start building some kind of industry in some of my biggest. Well, in Sicily. Gunpowder is the equivalent of ammunition and requires coal and sulfur. But ammunition is also a factory, but it doesn't require... Oh my god. See what I mean about PDM? The main difference between units is some... Yeah, it's the accepted pop units and unaccepted pop units. It is PDM. It's taking me back. Now, I'm not criticising that, but it's just reminding me. But back in the day, I hated it. I hated it, okay? But I might be wrong. It could have changed. My opinion might change years later. But when I played this back in the day, I really wanted it to be non-PDM. But it's fine. It's fine.
I like that you added an edit based on a cool comment in the page .5 of Bavarian series. Also, Aragon, Italy is my fave nation in DOD. It's very fun to play.
Yes, it is indeed. Very good. That one, boy, thank you very much for the 16 months. Yeah, when I saw that comment to add the last chance to look at me to Zungar in Bavaria Part 5, I thought, oh my god, how did I forget to put that in? It was so obvious. Given the Breaking Bad theme of the video, Part 4. It was so obvious, and since someone suggested it, I had to include their comment of them suggesting it because it was their idea. But I did have to edit it because it only really makes sense if the Dzungar is Gus. Because he's the one getting exploded, right? Or could I have made Hector the Dzungar because he was exploding himself? But his explosion was designed to kill the Gus. So Gus was the victim of the whole thing. So the Dzungar, that way it made sense. There's new ideologies and government types. Oh dear. So far, none of them have been invented. The way you had it was better, in my opinion. Yeah, I think so. But the idea from the comment was obviously beautiful. And the guy standing next to Hector, the other guy, I forget the character's name. Spoilers for the DM Scandinavia War. Where? What question? What? There's no spoilers for that. We don't know how that's going to turn out. That's going to be a very interesting war. Tyrus. What's Tyrus? Oh, that's his name. Oh, I thought you were talking about some fucking country in-game. The new Italian Republic of Tyrus. No, that guy. Okay. Yeah, he was Gus's henchman. So he came in. So he was... I made him the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom for the brief second he was on screen. Because he was the ally of the Dzungar. And so they were, you know, together. They were going after Hector together. Because the Dzungars allied the DM. No, not the DM. The Dzungars allied Taiping to betray Qing, which I portrayed as Hector. Explaining jokes makes them funnier, by the way. Oh god, if this guy's being sarcastic by saying that in order to tell me to stop explaining the joke because he's cringing, then I'm just going to Alt F4 and cancel the stream. Burgundy, because they're the protagonists in DoD. Interesting. So, oh my god, what's this? Fucking... Oh god, which unit is that? Fucking green? Infantry versus regular, and regular better, because you can build regulars out of accepted pops. I'm going to be real, I never liked that in PDM, how you have 2 tiers of units that you can build with accepted pops or unaccepted pops. You know. Interesting stuff. So we're at war with this little northern country here, which is called Tamut Udurar. We can take it out with a few troops. We don't have any generals. This is just 1k, it's not very good. We're sending a new stack there to pick up and reinforce that. And this war is for me to annex them. Warn me now, do I get LARP, do I get decisions in favour to go after the other North African countries? Or should I start justifying now? Are we good to go? I wanted to build a couple of regions, actually. Reggio de Calabria has wool. It's got fish, so I can make... I don't know. I don't know what to make in fucking this economy. Canned food? Yeah, canned food it would be. What do stables require? Flour and iron. We have flour. There's a bit in Catalonia, so I'll make a stables. Do we even have much in the way of steel, or I mean iron and coal in this country? I don't think we do. Lead? Oh, for fuck's sake, lead. Copper? Oh my god, no, I don't want this. I want my iron and my coal and my sulfur. That's all I want in life. I don't want copper in I don't want copper and lead in DoD. What is this, Minecraft? Good luck, copper is freaking rare. We can get it. We can't get it. We're not going to get fucking copper. What do you need? Which factories need copper? Which factories need copper? Please don't tell me steel needs that shit. Bronze needs it. Oh my god, bronze! And then bronze goes into bronze artillery factories. Fuck me. That's why, okay. This is absolutely no disrespect to DoD rework and all that, because this is obviously fantastic. I'm not a fan of the PDM economy and factories. And I know that you've done things to try and mitigate problems with it. I'm just saying. Okay, no hate. Right, so... Oh god, Taranto. What's in Taranto? Where's that? This one. This one has dye, that's not useful. We can make some clothes, I think. Fabric factory would work there. And then a clothes factory. Regular clothes factory. Yeah, that's a little supply chain. You agree with me? Okay, Arlac agrees. Maybe make it a submod. The thing is though, if we go back to the history of DoD a little bit again before I even unpause. back in the day in House Divided when DoD was only available in PDM, someone then came along. Right now I couldn't tell you who or when it happened. If I'm going to make a video about the history of DoD, I'll obviously manage to name names and give everyone the credit they need. But someone came along in like 2016 or 17 or something and ported DoD to HPM. As a matter of fact, that could still be, the people who did that could still be working on the current HPM version, I don't know. So someone ported DoD to HPM. And here's the kicker. I mean, obviously, I loved that, by the way. That was great. I could enjoy DoD without the PDM stuff. Though the HPM DoD versions that happened are what all of the multiplayer versions are based on. So God of Cheese made his mod, which was the first ever DoD multiplayer mod. He made that out of the HPM version in 2019. And we played what I made into the Scandinavia series, which was the first big multiplayer DoD campaign ever. This is the history. This is the lore. HPM DoD is great. Yeah. Both of them, DoD Fan Fork and HPM, I'm sure they're great. Like I said though, it's difficult for me to play HPM DoD because I got banned from their fucking mod because it's on the wider Victoria 2 modding server. But I don't want to get into that. I'm just saying. I could still play their mod. It might be awkward though. I don't think they like me. So, but no disrespect to them, they've made a fantastic mod. So, forget that stuff. I'm on pausing. What regions do we need to make fact? Okay, here we go, the Crown of Aragon. Shall we read this? I don't have PyChucker here to do an epic voiceover. So the beginning of the 19th century has been hard for the old Crown of Aragon. After the incontinence and corruption of the reign of Ferran VI Borgia, which saw the Aragonese nearly lose their Italian possessions because of the Etrurian Revolution and the Santa Marian insurrections in Naples. His brother and heir Ferran VI died after only 44 days of rule. His daughter Maria was cast aside by the legitimised bastard of Joan IV, Josep of Serna, who now rules the crown and its various territories. Nice that you're more interested in vibing than fighting with Discord mods. Sometimes I do a bit of both here and there. Numerous challenges await the monarch. North Africa is far from being pacified. Yep, we've got a rebellion of the Berber tribes spilling over the Aragonese settlements. Yeah, we're about to kill them. Italy remains a divided mess. That's a nice sentence. Our Sicilian holdings are plagued by banditry. This is historical for Sicily. That was the history of mafia, Cosa Nostra, all of that in Sicily. It was a very sort of, I don't want to say lawless place that had many different clans and stuff. But they weren't there to terrorise people. They were sort of, the whole point of the Cosa Nostra originally, I believe, if I know the history, is that they were trying to defend Sicily themselves from being ruled by all these foreign powers like Aragon. And that's the origin of it. And it might have morphed into different things later. But in any case, the Etrurian Republic still lives. Etruria, by the way, probably has some LARP in forming an Italian Republic. There's probably some lore there. Or there's also the stuff with Provence and Etruria, but that's in normal DoD. Also, I should do my spheres. I should start sphering stuff. Start sphering Etruria. We have a truce. We'll sphere them after the truce. Papal States is my sphere already. We already have most of the work cut out for us in terms of sphering Italy. We already have loads of it. The Mafia were poor people bullying the rich for protection money. All I know about Sicily is that it was invaded by the Normans. I like how the Mafia helped allies land on... Yeah, what a fucking history. What a history. 3 different messages there. Stream tags, English, football. Yeah, we already went over the football section of the stream. It was really interesting. Is that... Should we seriously do that? Should we actually come up with fictional football teams based on where these people live? Like, for example, if we got a football player from the Italian national team, name someone on the Italian. Let's do one right now. This stream, I'm sorry if you're looking for epic, fast-paced Victoria 2 gameplay. I'm sorry. This is the way I enjoy these things now. Name someone on the team. And I'm sorry if you don't like football. I don't even like football myself. I'm just doing this for fun. Chiesa. Okay. Not Messi. We know Messi plays for Bjornia. We already know that one. Come on. So Chiesa, right? Where is he from in Italy? Where is he from in Italy? Go Google him, someone. I should do this myself, but I can't be bothered. His name is Messington in Bjornia. Oh my god, yes, Ronaldo would be from Spain. Because Spain melded into Portugal instead of... Chiesa is from Genoa. Oh my god. He's not going to be in one of the big teams. But if we form Aragon Italy, he'll be in Aragon Italy. So the goal for this campaign, we need to get Genoa, or else our future football team in 100 years, 150 years, would not, or 170 years, will not have Chiesa. Yeah, Haaland is Norwegian, he would be in the Scandinavian team. Which is why the Scandinavian team, they have Christensen from Denmark as well. But they would have a very good team. They even have Scotland. Don't discount Scotland. We've got like one good player. Come on. That one good player from Scotland could be on the team. I don't know who it is, but maybe if you put all our players together into one player, they'd be a good player that could maybe qualify for the Scandinavia team. There's probably even some good Finnish players, and maybe we could scratch someone together from Latvia and Estonia. Scandi would be a great team. Okay, right. It's okay. Back to this, okay? Both Burgundy and the dual monarchy influenced the northern princes, and among them... Is that an Among Us reference? Scott McTominay, yeah. Aye, him. Milan may be especially troublesome. So, what are these accepted cultures I'm losing? Relations with Etruria, they hate me, obviously, given our history. So we need to fight sphere battles and stuff, and we need to hold on to Provence. They would get Ibrahimovic. Oh, nice. Dual monarchy would be a sports powerhouse. Oh, there's birth rate events and shit as well in this mod. PDM. Yeah, he's retired, but I mean, we can have some creative liberties. The dual monarchy would get all of the English players, so the whole England team, but they might not necessarily get all the France players. Because what if one of the French players was from Lille? They would be part of the Burgundy team. And Burgundy would have a formidable team. They would get the Netherlands and Belgium, which are two... They're good enough alone, but they also have this vast region. Any French players from down here, you know, they would be formidable. We even have Venice in our sphere to start with as an ally. Oh, how is my war going? I forgot I'm fucking in a war. Just siege of the... Oh, whoa, don't do that attack. I averted disaster. By the way, performance. Oh, my performance is slow. I'm getting bad FPS and stuff while I'm playing. As an African, we see the French team as an African team for reasons. Well, we have to be frank here. We have to talk about... We have to be honest. A lot of the people who make up some of the European football teams, like, they come from backgrounds based on the colonialism of those countries. For example, a lot of the French team come from people descended from former French colonies, such as in Africa and Algeria. I'm not, you know, I'm just talking about the facts and the history here. So that would make it very complicated to create DoD teams, because the colonies and all that are going to be different. But I think for simplicity's sake, what we will do in these experiments is just say, you know, the modern players, where they were born, is where their team will be. There are quite a few that moved to France as kids. Well, there's a lot who are second generation immigrants, I think, born in France. I'm in the middle of a Vicky 2 game, so I can't stay. But how did Bohemia go? Bohemia? I'm not making any takes here, I'm just saying. My top 3 nations. DM, Spain and Scandi. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, can we take some players, name someone from the Spanish national team, and we'll see where they're from. Would they be in Catalonia? What members of the Spanish national team in football right now are from Catalonia, Aragon or Valencia? And from Spain, I think it's only one Catalan. Holy shit, there's barely any. But they'd also get all the Portuguese, so it's crazy. They'd get Ronaldo and, you know, the rest of the Portuguese team were pretty good. Merge the Spanish and Portuguese teams, essentially. But you don't get Pedri, oh no. Anyway, we need to play this. So, the third Rome speech, this might actually be huge. So, does this actually, let's talk about the game now. Does this affect my paths and what I can do? And Your Majesty, that all the Christian kingdoms came to an end, coalesced into your realm. 2 Romes have fallen, the third stands, and there will be no fourth. No one shall replace your Christian kingdom as according to Revelation 17:10. It does a bit. Ooh. Hey, listen, fucking sort. And speech. It does affect the ending. What is this? Fallout New Vegas? Do I pick the NCR, Mr. House, or the Legion? I think we have to pick the Legion because we're being the third Rome. I'm not blaming you necessarily. You just need to contact whoever did write that and fire them. Yeah, we have to take the Legion. What is this stream? This stream is just a challenge for me to come up with as many completely random talking points that are nothing to do with DoD as possible. Because now we're going to have a Fallout New Vegas debate about which faction's the best, no doubt. That's going to be setting off in the chat. We were just talking about football, now we're bringing up Fallout New Vegas. Is there a wiki for these events? There probably is. So, I'm sorry, what the hell is happening? Luminite, if you want to know what's happening, the best I can say is the intro to the stream, I really gave an overview of everything and what I'm doing. This is a stream that, if you pop into it randomly in the middle, it's hard to understand what the actual fuck I'm playing, if you're mostly used to my DoD multiplayer content. So a speech has just been delivered in the Iberian Cortes by a noble, claiming to have apparitions of John the Apostle. Oh my god. Stating that Aragon is the sole and legal heir to Rome, owing to its likeness to the Roman Empire. I agree with this man. I think he's real. He proceeded that as Rome's heirs, Aragon must expand and unite all Latins under one realm. Absolutely. To say this speech is divisive would be an understatement. No, it's not. It's not divisive. It's uniting. It brings everyone together. While the idea of this newfangled pan-Latin movement piqued many commoners, intellectuals and the royal court, the rich and powerful nobility scoff at the idea, especially the part where they would submit under one crown. This is becoming an issue. I think we should aspire completely to pan-Latinism then. That's what we ought to do. We're going to pick the Legion. We're going to pick Caesar from New Vegas. That's our path. I mean, I'm wondering, I'm curious as to what the different options do and all that, you know? Curious a little bit before I actually click it. Hang on a second, just got to reply to a text. Give me a minute. Right, all roads lead to Rome. Well said. They add points to a variable system, kind of like DM. Oh my god, Aragon has a DM system. I'm excited. There's a guide on the DoD Fork Discord. I suppose, should I read that or should I? I think for this playthrough, I'm not gonna look at a guide. I'm just gonna play what I feel is the right decision for the country. So I want to go towards uniting the Latin Empire. So that is what I'm gonna click. Okay. We're going to play it like that. And I think most of the chat can agree with that instead of min-maxing some kind of event chain. We can all get behind that. I'm lagging though. I'm kind of lagging. It's probably my PC, I don't know. Aragon, Italy. Saying Aragon, Italy in one word, it's like when Harry Potter says diagonally. And that's a great reference. Do we have any good attack generals? I think we'd win because we're civilized. Aragon, Italy. Aragon, Italy. Yeah. Oh, they're attacking. Bring some boys in with the transports. Wait. Wait. Micro General. No! I'm fucked. I'm gonna die there. Give me a round of applause. Spud's kind of like Harry in that he streams from a cubby under the staircase. It's Bjornia, not Bjornier. I love referring. Chat is on fire today. Where are you in my other streams lately that I haven't enjoyed so much? Providing the banter. Where are you in my GeoGuessr streams? Where are you in my Imperator Rome streams? I need you to get through them. Nah, but I streamed GeoGuessr. Oh fuck, I got stack wiped. I'm skill issuing, guys. Fuck. What am I doing? I played GeoGuessr a few days ago. It was a really fun stream. I love GeoGuessr. But the problem was, well, maybe it was the time zone that I streamed that as well. It's just that not that many people watched it. But I personally really enjoy it. So I'm trying, it's always that, it's that balance between streaming things that I really enjoy versus getting viewer count and money and subs. Something that I have to try and balance. Hello Skivs, Provence Alliance. We ought to ban the dual monarchy soon. I'm going to go in on that battle, see how we do. We haven't rolled any good generals yet. Also, we're rapidly running out of money. We don't need to fund the navy. Oh my god, I might lose this battle. Bring some more boys. This country we're up against. For defence. Of course they have a good general and I don't. But then they have the same Miltech as well. This is pretty... Oh! There we go. This is the first time for ages I've had a big gift coming in. Thanks to the anonymous gifter for gifting 5.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to SVD_1889.
Much appreciated. I'm losing! Because they have a good general. It's over. Come on.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Subaki_Faye.
Oh fuck. I apologise for the text to speech. Here we go.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to
The
Shintash1.
drought is over. Thank you, Skivs, for gifting 5. The drought is finally... I gifted because of the TTS.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to
I was in your
Sharon 2.
GeoGuessr and Bits of the Imperator, but the viewer counts were lower. You know how it is, 10%. Yes, kudos, that's right.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub
He's
to
following
Nakash
up on me.
000.
Fuck! The,
Skivs gifted a tier 1 sub to Motsky1.
I'm getting destroyed. This country is fucking strong. Don't... Yeah. Oh no! Ah, the roll! This is ridiculous.
Skivs gifted a tier 1 sub to out_of_sinker.
But... I am getting destroyed by everything here.
Skivs gifted a tier 1 sub to no_.
I'm going to lose that battle as well. Wait, fall, retreat. Are they following up on me again?
Skivs gifted a tier 1
Hello,
sub to
Isoproppy.
Floridaman069.
Hello.
Skivs gifted a tier 1 sub to Squishy0158.
I seem to remember PDM organisation regain is fucked. Am I right? Back in the PDM days. I don't know. Sus, am I right? Oh my god.
You can't cope _ unfortunately gifted a tier 1 sub to Mario Sabe 26.
It sounds like he's saying that you unfortunately gifted. And the fact that you gifted a sub is unfortunate.
You can't
Let's
cope
launch the attack.
_ unfortunately gifted a tier 1 sub to the Weke.
Thank you, you can't cope unfortunately for the 5 gifted. Hello Mars, big man. Are you Mars from Discord? Or is that
Can't
someone
cope
else?
_ unfortunately gifted a tier 1 sub to Qtaro.
Now I'm officially out of money, but in game. Not in real life. My finances have been saved in real life right now. Although Twitch will take half of them. Wait, you're Tackle Man? Wait.
Soup Dude
No way.
229.
Skivs, no. Why is the hype train bar puke coloured? Because people are vomiting subs all over my channel.
Unfortunately gifted a tier 1 sub to Chucks _
That's the sub count on
_
103 now.
snap.
We've made it to 100. Okay, now we're winning the war. Now it's over for Hamut Ildurar ourselves. We win. I am Moore, beloved. Really, all these people have such... Pretty sure that's some... Okay, Mars is not Mars. Everyone's so different on their Discord and Twitch names. It's impossible to keep track of who's who. I couldn't have known that you can't cope with Tackle Man.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Skybites
Wait, Tackle Man,
_
you ought to be a mod on Twitch now as well, if that's you. I'll give you mod. Congrats, you just got mod without asking.
Rosgard
Right, so,
gifted a tier 1 sub to
Isoproppy, thank you
Moradi.
very much for gifting 1 sub, I appreciate that. Rosgard, thank you as well for gifting 5. Appreciate them all. You're so generous,
Rosgard
everyone.
0 gifted a tier 1 sub to Shkipisterman.
Especially since I'm going to be getting a new PC soon. As I've talked about on some streams and stuff.
Rosgard 0
there's
gifted
our
a tier 1
non-accepted
sub
pop
to Pillar
units.
_
Right, what should I attack? What should I justify on?
Rosgard
It looks
0
like Genoa is
gifted a
being
tier 1
annexed, so
sub to
Chiesa's going to be
Maro
playing for Savoy
15079.
United. Let's annex one of the Italian miners. 0 out of 10 stream, no pie
Rosgard 0
chucker.
gifted
He's
a
not
tier
here
1
right now.
sub to Gun Pack Trips.
Let's annex Luca. No, let's annex Modena. Well, I'm justifying Antisphere. I can't do it because they don't border the sea and all that, you know. Let's speed up the process by directly getting a Casus Belli on one of them. Okay, we win this stupid war now. It's over. For all those people, I should have done a channel point prediction for the war. But for all those people who are rooting for those guys, you lost. Get over it. So, yeah, thanks everyone for all the subs. I appreciate them all very much. It's very nice. After a few streams where I've played Imperator and GeoGuessr, we've had a bit of a drought. But we're back. So Navarra's my puppet. Avignon. Okay, what's this? The end. I gain 5 war exhaustion and 1 infamy, but I gain cores. The power of Vermel's population increases by 30%, and the Sunni people decrease by 10%. Hey, it's not my fault. This event is literally a script, there's no other option. Genocide is the only option here, apparently. What do you mean by this, DoD fanfork devs? What do you mean? Well, what does it say? We promise to enter their mountains to... Well, the first fucking sentence of this event. I can't even read that. That's ridiculous. The punishment? Expulsion or... Fucking... There's only one word for that, and it begins with G. There's only one word for that. And you literally have no other option. This is crazy. Now let's build some units. That's a good stack. This stack can change a little bit. We need to organise the army properly, you know. Organise some real fucking stacks the way it ought to be done. That's a good start. Okay. Okay, right. Just organising the country. What's the chat saying? They had no other option, yeah. Because the whole process of that war had started before the start date. Like, we had already decided to do that before I started playing. Most peaceful period in human history. Another thing, you can't really talk about DoD and its history and in all its different versions without mentioning the fact that there's the Victoria 3 version of DoD. The people who made that got access to Victoria 3 modding early in the early mod program, and they made DoD like in secrecy before Victoria 3 came out. So on day 1 of Victoria 3, or day 2 or whatever, we got DoD, and I've streamed it on fucking... Was it day 1 that I played that DoD? I think... No, that was day 2. Vic 3 DoD takes a lot from this version. Well, PDM would probably improve Victoria 3. Yeah, I played Burgundy. I remember that, but I'm just thinking, did I play that on day 1 or 2 of Victoria 3? Good times, good times. Or were they? Sync, what are you talking about? The escape. There's flavour. I mean, I'm missing a lot of it. And this is involving Milan now. Also, what the fuck is that light blue? Piedmont has been formed. They took Genoa. Rosgard has subbed tier 1 for 3 months in advance. But this is... I'm sorry, I'm quitting streaming though. This is my last stream. And you've subbed for 3... I'm joking. Every time someone subs for months in advance, I say that. It's nothing personal. Thank you very much. I hope I can entertain you for 3 months. I'm literally playing this mod as Aragon. I'm at 1850. Hey, no spoilers. I don't know how to help you, Chad Todd, sorry. Because I'm new to this mod as well. So we're getting stuff with Milan now. They're not in a sphere yet. Milan is actually very possible to go in on. They're not sphered, and we would need them. They're quite vulnerable right now. So, do we read this? I mean, there's a lot of lore going on. I mean, it's a lot. It's large, you know, text, big blocks of texts. I don't know what's happening here. She's a potential queen of Aragon who has fled to Milan, basically. She had formally renounced her... So she formally renounced her claims to Aragon, but she's still supported by a lot of people. And she's gone to Milan. Even though it says here, who would have thought that a former queen would flee to her little island? And that's confusing because Milan is not an island. But does she really go to Milan? So let's see what, if anything, Milan says to that. Flee her, not flee to her. Flee her little island. Oh, she fled from an island. So she was in exile on an island like Napoleon. And then she fled it. Okay, gotcha. She fled to Milan. And then Milan gets an event, and then maybe that gives me an excuse. Now I'm decking on Modena. I'm calling... Can I not call Romagna into that? Okay, I can't. But I'll get mill access. This stack here can handle that. From Capri. I mean, Aragon has no shortage of islands to exile people on. The Year of Abundance, okay. That's just farming efficiency. Fantastic, thanks PDM. It's confusing why I cannot call Romagna into this war. Oh, because they're a satellite of the Papal States. Oh. Interesting. And I've also got them as feared. Cool. Yeah, GD destruction. Ah, yes, indeed. Are we going to kill the Pope? No. He's my sphere. The Pope himself is my sphere, and Romagna is also my sphere. It's fine. And then when I form the Latin Empire and all that, I get them. I inherit them. There's no need to go in after them. We're cool. We've stabilised the economy now as well. Cement shortages, we can't build fat. We also don't have any coal. Apparently I have a shortage of sulphur. I mean, surely if there's one good I don't have a shortage of, it's sulphur. But apparently I do. Still. What is the Latin Empire? No, Aragon, Italy. By the way, I just realised, Spain is at war with Gran Colombia right now. They have 51 brigades mobilised. I could go in. Oh, it's kind of early for me. Oh shit, Venice has become a great power and they're sphering everything now. I can either go in against Venice or Spain here. But Spain might be vulnerable right now, they might be busy. They might have sent some troops over to Gran Colombia, but I don't know. I'll never really know how many troops they sent there versus how many troops they've still got on their mainland, you know? So I don't know about that one. I think I might go in on Spain. I'm thinking about it. Like, what cores does any country have? Portugal does exist as a core. Imagine if I released them? As a little puppet. Who is Spain? Okay, never mind. Spain's actually allied to the dual monarchy. Fuck it. But Venice, on the other hand. We could cut Venice down from their pretensions of being a great power. I think I do that. I don't know what I'll take from Venice or do to them. If I was playing multiplayer, I would acquire capital. Part 5 of the Bavaria series reference. Release Greece? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I'll have a little sphereling. But the Spain project is over. We're not doing that. Definitely not. The dual monarchy, look at how strong they are. 100 brigades. The thing about single player DoD is that the dual monarchy, Burgundy, and Scandinavia, we're not all going to have their war that they always have in multiplayer. What strategic reason was all that North African Tunisian land taken? Well, it's just Aragonese expansion. I don't know. In the LARP, or the lore, I didn't take it. I started at war. Just take capital in Venice? Yeah, but that seems like too much of a meta move for a single player LARP. I was thinking more along the lines of releasing Greece or something more lore friendly. We're not thinking in terms of meta here. Release Slovenia, you know. Take Florida, well there's a fucking shout. I don't really want to colonize. I don't want to go... Well, do I? I don't know if I can be bothered going out to Africa and stuff. North Africa is good. Modena, add the sphere. Welcome to the sphere, Modena. I'm doing Parma now. Let's just do these first. Before I go in Venice. Just briefly get the spheres. Maybe I will take Florida. I can't rule it out. Okay, we get to roll a general. What have we got? We're getting shite generals so far. Our best is a 1-1. Damn. One benefit we have as a country is a very good navy, but it's going to go down to like 5%. It's actually okay, despite not funding it. It's doing okay. I really dislike the layout of Vanilla Leaders tab. They've added a lot more states for me, by the way, so board ports and stuff, I'll get a lot. Can't see stats. Maybe my face cam is hiding them on the stats like this. Nah, you can see the stats. We should be on speed 3. To be honest, you might just want to build up and increase speed until the Italian event wars. Wait! The what? Excuse me? The Italian event wars? Okay, I don't know anything about them. I'm already taking most of Italy as it is. Without... Look, to be fair, it's not much of a... It's hard to... You know, just like when I was playing TGC, it's hard to know what's going to happen in terms of events. So I might start justifying on an AI country, and then it turns out I had an event that came up and I could get it for cheap. That happened a lot in TGC. And it might happen a lot here. I mean, I might be wasting my time going after these Italian miners. Right now I'm fearing them. But I assume there's going to be something with Etruria. There's got to be an event with them, because that's a big part of the lore. There's surely going to be something with them. Maybe a scripted war, you know? There might be. I feel it. So I'm not going to justify on them or anything. Okay, what's this? I want to keep my Caribbean island. Why would I sell that? I'm keeping it. Building a port. This is also a Bavaria series reference. There's the Polish island. A lot of this is a bit railroaded. Killing countries may make it difficult. These miners are fine to sphere, just not annex. Okay. What's the dual monarchy at war with? Quito and Heredia. Okay. The Hererian Revolution. So they're allied to Spain. Okay, these countries have rebelled against Spain, and they're still at war with Gran Colombia. But luckily Spain got the dual monarchy on his side. Look who offered me an alliance. Do you know why the Poland player in Bavaria series decided to do charity? So I don't want to talk about that now, because I'll probably maybe say more about it in the next video in the series instead of giving stuff away during a stream. Hope you can understand. Let's continue. Just building up and consolidating Italy and building up. That's what we're doing. Currently we're going after Parma. Piedmont will be a lot more difficult. Plantagenet owns a part of Athesia and Illyria. What do you mean? More ports. Oh, Valencia is my capital, by the way. That's different. That's new. Look at that Belgian alliance. Oh yeah, I mean we looked at this earlier when we looked at the Americas, of course, but there it is again. The Belgian 7 republics really are the 7 republics. The main country has 400k. Just think about how overpowered that might be, because that is 7 different potential good 5 attack generals that they can roll. That gives a lot of advantages. Imagine it. I'm thinking of it in terms of a multiplayer perspective. But yeah, I definitely want to play a campaign here in this mod, by the way. We might do that. That would be cool. So we're still not able to build factories due to the cement shortages and machine part shortages. That's the PDM economy kicking in there, right there. That's really fun and engaging. Wait, did I get my Casus Belli? Did I get my Casus Belli? Ronst series when? Tomorrow. Going on Parma. Come on. Call the Papal States and call Modena. I mean, I'm not allied to them, but if the Papal States gets mill access through there, it didn't. The part of Athesia and Elthuria that Plantagenet owns is the province of Bermuda. Oh, they have Bermuda, of course. Yes, that's normal. Hello, rock guy. What's this war? Oh? What's this war? Fuck. Milan, Etruria. Provence is my ally in Sphere. What's going on? Provençal restoration to the Etrurian. They could have called me in. This is actually... I remember, when you play as Provence, you do this. I played as Provence. You know, you can form the Latin Empire but with French or something, or Occitan. It's an extra thing that... Provence has a lot of lore, basically. And one of them is this event. They get to try and annex Etruria. And I think they're going to fail. I mean, they're trying to fucking land with God knows how few troops they have. 8k and then... Oh, Jesus, guys. Now they have mill access through Savoy. Conservatives succeed in Etruria. Does that change anything? Oh, I guess Provence couldn't have called me in because I have a truce. You actually want Provence to lose this war. Alright. If you're going to take it from the Venetians as a meme, you have to take it from the Plantagenets as a meme. Nah, we're good. I'm taking attrition there. I really need that fucking medicine. Wow. Oh. Modena. Look at this attrition. I don't have mill access with them, and they wouldn't accept. Fuck. I'm hurting. Ow, that's a lot of attrition. Pray there's no ITC. What's that? Please explain. Etruria is crushing them. The fucking... Now Provence has walked into Milan and tried to attack them. They've got a good general. Heredia victorious. The unthinkable has occurred. Guillermo del Blanco. So Spain has lost in the New World. Spain has gotten BTFO in the New World. Several new states have risen up. Gran Colombia is free. Italian Confed. Conservative Etruria can sometimes form it. And it's a pain as Aragon. Well, I'll take it down. If they form it, I'm going to take it the fuck down. I'm going to, you know, destroy it if it forms. Don't worry about that. Spanish revolt incoming. Well, don't spoil things too much, but okay, we'll see. Aureliana is a pretty name. Yeah, I'm going to name my daughter that. Toleda Junta. You're spoiling it! You're spoiling it! Alright, we need clergy, of course. We need clergy. Why don't you do a playthrough? You know what? I'm alright. Let him cook on his own. Unless there's anything that's going to be absolute... Oh, the attrition! Unless there's anything that's going to be catastrophically game-breaking unless I do something urgently. The economy in this fucking mod. Okay, the Veracruz conference. This is, you know, back in the day, in the original DODs, you had this conference. If Gran Colombia wins the war, they get a big conference to decide what happens to them. I wonder if there is part of this event chain which would allow Gran Colombia to get cores and go after the south, you know? There probably is. If Vicente and his liberal supporters reject too many of the conservatives' proposals, the consequences for both the Constitution and the Republic may be dire. Make sure to centralise in events post-forming ARI if you want the big cores. I'll centralise. Someone also told me I can go fascist. In-game, which is how you get more cores and shit, so yeah. I know roughly what I've got to do. Look, it can't be that complicated, right? I pick the events that say I get the Latin stuff. It's not rocket science. I go for the Latinist events. Also, this tech is taking so fucking long. It's going to have taken me fucking nearly 3 years. At least it'll be almost time for ideological thought by the time it's finished. I can save points. The Council of New Granada in Bogota. The end of the war with Spain has left Northern America in an uncertain position. Guillermo del Toro controls Heredia, Antonio Rocafuerte, and then Martin Anwar controls Quito. But New Granada is not yet whole. Yeah, no shit. All 3 men and their associates have agreed to meet. They're going to get killed. It's going to be a plot twist. Those 3 countries, Quito, Heredia, and Orellana, are going to meet. And the Grand Colombian president is going to assassinate them and take over the 3 countries. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a red wedding sort of thing. I know I'm colourblind, so I can't really tell the difference between DM and Burgundy. Well, that sucks. Guys, I had a colourblind mode. The Battle of Bogota. What is going on over here, mate? The battle, it happened. Colombia murdered them. They've engaged in pitch fighting throughout the city. Bolivan's cunning use of local geography, ambushes whittled down, confusion. Blanco also attempted to rally his own forces. Fucking hell. Jesus. So it's time to go in on Venice. They've allied Bohemia! Oh, I should have my own ally. Where's my great power ally? Burgundy doesn't have... Do they? Yeah, they do. Dual monarchy has Spain. Great. Where's my great power? One of the great powers must not have a great power ally. Spain has allied fucking Commonwealth as well. Which great power do I have the best relate? Dual monarchy. Too many great power allies. Mate, you've got... Yeah, you got 2. No, you don't. But Spain has 2. How the fuck did they pull that off? Hungary, yeah. Let's get Hungary as an ally, but can they really beat Bohemia? In the Crown of Saint Stefan event chain, which will actually probably happen in this single player. That event is still in all the multiplayer versions, or is in some of them. No one's ever done it in multiplayer. be honest, in multiplayer, Bohemia and Hungary tend to be either allies or neutral with each other. They never really have a conflict because Bohemia is aiming to go towards Germany and Burgundy, whereas Hungary is fighting the Balkans. They're very separate normally. Sometimes, I mean, in my Hungary cinematic universe, obviously, I allied with Zombies Bohemia. He's feared me. San Stefan chain does not exist. It's been removed. Classic DoD lore is out, and they've added their own stuff. Okay, we've got a theory here. Vic 3 was made using advice from Hoi 4 modders, and the building queue ended up being Hoi 4, as he realised. Well, you're theorising and coming up with things. The fact of the matter is that the Victoria 3 building queue and all that is literally copied and pasted from Hoi 4. But the extent to which that was advised or created by Hoi 4 modders or players, we don't know. There's no idea what happened there. Doesn't necessarily mean that. The video was very pog today, by the way. Thanks, Rock Guy. So, I think we can get in one more cheeky research before we get ideological thought, and we can get a lower tier research so it takes less time. April 1840, then we'll just go into ideological thought. Get the fuck out of there, Venice, please. Get the fuck out of there, dual monarchy. Ban, ban, ban. Just like me in my Twitch chat. Banned, 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 banned. Yeah, my literacy is not too good as this country. That's the downside. I need to research my literacy tech after ideological thought. You see, ideological thought gives you the plurality, which gives you loads of research points. It's good. And a national focus, obviously. Now we've got Lucca. Spheres in Italy are great. Could we... Is it still possible to go in on Venice or not? Bohemia would definitely get access to Venice, because Austria is a sphereling. So... But would Venice and that get access to us, is the question. I could go in after Greece, and if Venice can't reach me, then I could take her out Greece. I don't know. Spud acting as if people get banned in his chat when his stream mods are a myth at best. Aye, I know. I mean... No, we do. You're downplaying it, but I do. We do get a lot of mods in here. We get Ledoge. I just made a new mod. You Can't Cope, unfortunately, aka Taco Man. Now that he is a mod, he will never be seen again, though. He gifted 5 subs today as well, and now he's gone. Yeah, look, Ledoge is here. So what's this? So, nobles demand action against the Santa Marians. These are... What the fuck is up with the text on this event? This is the LARP. Back during the start of the 19th century, in response to revolutionary Etruria's invasion of Naples, the Santa Marians, peasant bandits, rose to fight against the revolution, as well as the liberal and anti-clerical forces, both real and perceived. Taco Man is here. Oh, thank God. We didn't lose him. Various series, episode 6, Better Call Savoy. Does anything happen in part 6 that could justify that name? No, I'll think about it. It won't be part 6, but that's a good name for a video. I'll try and think of something. Maybe we'll get that in there eventually. Well, they aren't as powerful as they once were. They still cause trouble from time. So these are like a reactionary force of people. The nobles demand action against them. The Pope might be supporting these people. The local nobles seem... I don't know what to do here, really. This is just a political event. I can make people more reactionary and stuff by go after him. But what's your source? It's hard to tell. Okay, maybe this is a difficult one. If I'm trying to decide this without any foreknowledge of what happens with the event chains, I wouldn't really know. Which one is more likely to unite me with the Romans? Well, supporting What, the Pope? If we move against the Santa Marians, it'll put us against the Pope. So I shouldn't do that. I should stay with the Pope, who is my ally, so therefore look the other way. I've got two people giving me... I've got... TGI Bride is saying that I should go after them, and Yoja Masipal, who has given advice and knows the event chain. I know he knows the event chain, so I can trust him more. So TGI Bride, what are your arguments for going after them? Do you just not like Santa Marians? I played this a week ago. Letting some peasant rabble have free reign? We've got Latin Empire. But what if you get more Latin Empire? If you do the other one? What if you only got the basic bitch Latin Empire? And if I look the other way, I get... I don't know. What do I get? I get... the Turks accepted. No, I don't know. It directly says going against them is going against the Pope. Yeah. I could have gotten the bigger one, but I couldn't flip the fascist. I played yesterday and got it too. So what I'm gathering from that is that this event might not matter too much. It's only going to give one of the little numbers towards your modifiers. I went with the pipe and it didn't help with centralization. To be fair, if centralization is what we want to go for, then we don't want little bandits going around. Do heads or tails for it. Plus, from a mechanical standpoint, the top one might just give me more reforms. I went with the Pope. It went against centralization. I should go towards centralization. Therefore, I should crack down on these people. But then Agio Marsipal says the other one. So, you know what? I think I'm going to crack down on them. It's the opposite path to choose the Pope. I'm going to crack down. I want centralization. What do you get in the long run if you go against centralization? Cracking down means a harder war in Italy. Look, I've got skill. I can, as we saw with the Algerian war there, I can handle it. Catholic Empire versus Latin Empire. Ooh. Harder means more fun. What's the Catholic Empire? What pops and stuff do I get there? We're already going Pan-Latin, stay the course on that, good point. But then, so Pan-Latin is actually to kill the Santa Marians. It's weaker but earlier, okay. So now you're agreeing, Idro Masipal, after this information, that I should actually crack down on them because that is the centralization and Pan-Latin option. Do you agree with that? I know we're spending a lot of time on this one event, but this is, we're playing it seriously. Okay, that's confirmation. We're cracking down on them. We're cracking down. Okay, we got an immediate new one. Santa Marians escape into Benevento. They had a lot of support. They left. They were assisted by some Borgias legitimists and so they've gone to Benevento, the papal exclave. Where is that? Well, it's in the papal. So, wait, which one? So yeah, we went against the Pope. We went against the Pope. Now, yeah, we really are going against the Pope. I think this might lead to war. This sounds warlike. I'm just saying. Don't guide me too much, but I should double down on what I've already chosen. So I should double down. I should go in, move in. This could lead to war with the Papal States. This is risky business, but I'm committing to my path. Fucking industry and PDM though. I'm never gonna get an industry. I don't have good industrial goods. Benevento is like in the middle of your Italian possessions. Isn't represented. Okay. Alright, I see. It's like a papal exclave. A sort of Vatican City in somewhere, if you will. Oh, I've been excommunicated! Oh my god, it's EU4. I've been excommunicado, like John Wick. It would anger the Pope. They've excommunicated me. My own sphereling, the Pope has excommunicated me. What happens here? That is... I get really bad... That is a really bad modifier. Jesus. Is Benevento in real life? Now? Modern day? Is it still a... No way. I would have heard about it if it was. Are you shitting me? Yes? No. No way. Harder war, as said. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to deal with it. But it'll be harder. No, it isn't. Of course not. No. I would have known. I would have known about that. It was a papal exclave. Should have respected His Holiness. No, we're going for the Latin Empire. Hey, look, we can get a reform. This is no bad thing. This is not a bad thing. Oh, look at that. All allowed rights. Massive assimilation boost. That's a positive. There's nothing wrong with what just happened. It was good. And the Pope is still in my sphere. The relations are really bad, but we are sphered. It's fine. Oh, look at them sphering everything. The opening of the Congress of Venice. Address the Hungarian crisis. Oh, Jesus, what now? Oh, what's going on now? So after weeks in prep, they're arriving to address the Hungarian crisis in Venice. The Serenissima is chosen as a neutral venue after several others were ruled out. Okay. So what are we doing? What are they trying to do? What is the crisis? Here we go. Don't spoil it though. If you know, just... You know, just... Don't spoil it, basically. Still really want an alliance with Hungary because they would be a good ally. But they might be about to get fucked. That's all I'm saying. It might be about to be genuinely over for them. What if we were to go after something else? What if we were to go after Montenegro? What if we did that? It's kind of shitty land. Wait, they have iron. Fucking iron, we need it. Meanwhile, the Ottomans has very much... Okay, so what just happened? We're taking it slowly. The Ottomans has massively recovered, except they've lost Kurdistan, and the Safavid Empire have blobbed in there. Oh, we got an alliance with Hungary. There we go. Nice. They'll be useful. Maybe. We can go in against the Ottomans. They're kind of weak. You know, we can get Egypt, we can start getting the Greeks. What happened to the PLC though? So the PLC has withdrawn from Smolensk and Sloboda, Ukraine host. That's what happened. I think they withdrew. It went badly for them. Substates? What on earth happened in Russia? LARP and Balkanization. Etruria allies me now. That's nice. I'll take it. So the DM is trying to sphere Parma and stuff. Pop growth. PLC won its wars there earlier, before the game starts. Etruria is almost a GP. How much prestige do they have? Venice and Etruria will be GPs. Are you shitting me right now? That's not happening. That prestige? Jesus. Venice is even trying to sphere the Pope. Good luck with that. Yeah, I'm just quietly moving my armies over to Italy. I think shit might be about to hit the fan over there. What do you need for your map? Italy, sphere. The Second Congress of Venice. So it reconvened. It's the fireworks was last for many petitions. What's happening? The Duke of Mecklenburg has come to plead for himself. It's been the focus of all gossips. This is useful. That's not telling me what's happening. That's just saying that a congress is happening. Just kind of wait for more LARP to unfold. I feel like if I were to go after the Ottomans or something, I would get stabbed in the back, sort of, by the Italian wars. It might be risky to go in on something right now. Let's do that. Let's get militancy carefully for reforms. Okay, we're going along nicely here. It's going well. Still have Malta. Well, Malta's a puppet, but not a sphere. Anything? Oh, there's new events and new decisions up here. So pacify Africa. In state and government or after 1860, I can get that, which will give me cores on stuff in Africa. Right now I have cores on a decent amount of stuff, which is good for assimilation. I wonder if I assimilate anything in North Africa. I wonder. Also, maybe I should make states out of these places. Carthago. It's not going to hit my literacy too much, because my literacy is already fucked. Maybe I could try and state them, maybe not. I'll leave them for now. And then reorganize the Kingdom of Africa is just not much. Okay, we have to wait. Just do a lot of waiting. Let's talk about football again, shall we, until something happens? Nah. Getting some soldiers. Chat has died down a bit. I was thinking of maybe bringing up the football topic again to revive the chat, because you loved that so much. Also, the League of Mede is out of the Joe Monarchy sphere. That's a little bit interesting. What about baseball? I don't know anything about baseball. It's American. England won the under 21 Euros. Alright, good for them. Tell you what, we were disparaging the Scottish team, obviously, but we're doing quite well, actually, for the final act of the Congress event. Is it the World Cup or the next Euros qualifiers we're in? We beat Spain. That really bodes well for Scandinavia being a better football team than the Spanish one. Anyway, I make baseball bats as a job. Great, can I have one for self-defense? So, the Congress of Venice has ended for better or for worse. The organisation, that's nice, but what happened? I don't care about the journalists, artists and writers. What did they do? What have they done? A small book called Vers la paix perpétuelle from the Anglois thinker. I don't care about their books. What happened at the Congress? Why are you on speed 3 when all you're doing is waiting? First reason is I'm taking it slowly, chilling and enjoying myself instead of rushing through it. Second reason, it's actually performance issues. So my PC kind of struggles. You can see a little bit of frame drop and lag when I'm moving around on speed 3. So I'm just chilling and enjoying myself. This is what I've always said in my single player streams of Victoria 2, that I like to take my time. Oh, lack of international code is gone, but I've really not been maxing my infamy anyway. Yeah, you know, I'm not min-maxing that. I was going to go after Venice, but they allied Bohemia, which is risky, and none of these other wars are happening. I mean, dual monarchy isn't fighting Burgundy as they would in multiplayer, so you can't just, you know, all these countries are just sitting there, basically. And if you were to declare on any allies of them, you'd be fucked. The Congress for Hungary and Pomerania ended in Bohemia annexing Mecklenburg and the Silesian puppet. Thanks, Komodo, for reporting back. Were you one of the journalists that was mentioned in the event? So, lavish exhibition. I remember these. I remember those from fucking single player back in the day. They were always there. The lavish exhibition and all those things. Got a nice army preparing here. I am the Polish delegation who wrote the report. You mean the Commonwealth delegation? I think the Commonwealth is too busy to be writing reports about the Congress of Venice. I think you're losing Smolensk and Ukraine. I think you're fucked. I think you need to just worry about that, Poland. Alright, we're almost on the verge of getting ideological thought, which is important. Very important tech, that one. Oh, the Ottomans are going after all their other stuff. The Great Patriotic War. Wait, what? Bjornia? What are Bjornia fucking naming their wars? 11 brigades, Taiwanatsu 23. Bjornia's dead. The Great Patriotic War. Who do they fucking think they are? Ugh, I'm missing out on idealism as well. Soviet Bjornia. I thought they were English. I thought they were fucking, you know, my sub alert. Which, if someone subs, we can hear what Bjornia is like. Abolition of serfdom? Did I just see that correctly? We did get railroads. Can I build them? Oh, I need the invention from it. Abolition of serfdom. I didn't realise that was there. Wait, holy shit, pop growth. Fucking pop growth in railroad tech. Well, I'm glad I got that. Play Courland in this version next. Oh god. Does Courland have lore? I don't know if I'm ready for that. Courland? I don't know if I'm ready. I mean, they might be easier because... Oh, no, Courland's not viable. They don't have the cultures that they used to have in the other versions. They only accept the Balters. Courland is normal. Yeah, they're too normal. Therefore, they're unplayable. They're a normie country now. Imagine having an industry. That would be nice, but we're playing PDM, so it's impossible. When does my truce expire with Etruria? 44. How long? That's a long truce. That's an abnormally long truce. Also, I've completely forgotten about Milan. They're not being sphered by anyone. Well, they are being speared by Venice. They're allied to Etruria. Here's what I can do. If I attack Milan for add to sphere, Etruria will join that war. I can do a separate add to sphere war goal on Etruria because the truce will be broken. And if Venice joins that war too, then all the better. The more the merrier. I can also do stuff on Venice. That sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? I'm attacking Milan. I don't care if... I mean, maybe I'm fucking up future event shit. Oh, you're spoiled. Perhaps wait on that. But it's a good move. It's a good move. Anyway. Even the Ottomans are strong now. I could call Hungary in on the Ottomans, though. What do you think? I could release Egypt. Have them as a sphere, then. I could make a puppet out of them. No thanks. I could liberate country Egypt on the Ottomans. But that would be a tough war, and I can't guarantee that Hungary would join. I think they would. The Ottomans doesn't have any allies. And they are busy fighting some countries that have some brigades. I think it might be a nice time to do it. You know what? Fuck it. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and link up with Hungary. I mean, maybe this is a bad idea, but I want to do something. Let's make a move, you know? Let's do it. Also, let's encourage soldiers. Liberate and puppet Egypt? What do you mean liberate and puppet Egypt? Wait. Is that a separate casus belli? Liberate. Oh. So, liberate and puppet country. Does it say here, would it? Liberate and puppet an entire country. Okay. I mean, having them as the sphere isn't that bad or anything. I'll do it. I'll do it. Wait, oh my god. Wait, is the lib puppet CB still bugged? Having them as a sphereling by doing the normal liberate wouldn't be that bad, though. It wouldn't be... It would be fine. You know what I mean? Can I trust it now that someone has suggested in the chat that it might be bugged? I don't know if I can trust it. Do we have any further information on this matter? That's what the Brits did with Egypt IRL. The relationship between the Ottomans, Egypt and Britain was rather complicated. Just save, and if it fucks it, reload. Good idea. It would suck to have to revert that far back, but... And this war could take a while as well. It used to puppet everyone in the sphere at one point because of the bug. Comrade CFC says, worked fine for me when the liberated and puppeted Scotland as Bjornia the other week. Watch your mouth. Don't do that to Scotland. In Vanilla Vic 2, don't unsave, try breaking away from your sphere whenever you can. I don't know. Let's do it. We'll do it this way. Okay, fuck it. We'll do it this way. Fuck it, we'll do it live. And if I puppet all my other spherelings, then that's hardly a bad thing. It's a clearly intended feature by the developers. I will be alright. It'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. I can't even build naval bases due to a lack of cement. Fucking hell. Depressing. Can't build anything. Where's cement factory? Okay, let's have a deeper look at the economy. Cement. It requires coal. Is there a straight in Gibraltar in this mod? No idea. And that requires coal. Do I even have any coal in my country? Where's coal? No, I don't. So, if I release Egypt, I would have 817 pops and coal in my sphere. This is a dire situation with the coal. That's actually what is fucking my economy. Italy in general has a lack of it. Spain has some, but they're allied to the dual monarchy. Macedonia has some. The Ottomans have some. I could take Asia Minor, but it's not much. What am I supposed to do about this coal situation? Colonies? Colonies, huh? Colonies, yeah. Take Wallachia. What a good idea. I can't even justify on them because they're fucking landlocked. Probably. Sphere Crimea, they'll be annexed by someone. Cope and Sieve. I already am. I'm way ahead of you. This country here has a lot. Maybe I will go after some colonies after all. Annex Crimea before other people do. But then Russia will attack me if they form. Attack China 100%. Their coal province is locked away here. Not easy to get to. PDM is nostalgic but so fugged. I would agree with that. It does take me back to the days. In previous times when PDM was like the biggest, or one of the biggest mods. Prevent Russia from forming. If you need coal, you can just pop over. The memes in Spudcord. Well, I do watch that channel all the time. If there's coal, I'll know about it. Piedmont ultimately would have a lot. If I ever form Aragon Italy and get all of Italy, that'll be a source of it. This Pontus region of Turkey has a lot. If we really go hard on Turkey, dismember them, then I can take Pontus. If I really go for a partition of the Ottoman Empire, it's Roman LARP. Oh, what a difficult thing. We're going to focus on killing the Ottomans now. And maybe I'll take Pontus. Or, later I can come after these West Africans. Bjornia, how you doing? Tawanatsu's down to 90. Bjornia is actually... The brigade count has actually changed. Tawanatsu had 22, Bjornia had 11. Bjornia's now up to 15. They might actually be able to pull it off. Can I get a subscription so that I can hear the noise? To support Bjornia. Can we hear that? Can we get a come on England? Can I get a North FC in the chat? I think it's a follower emoji. Can I get a North FC in the chat? Thank you. Ban Venice and Lucca. Etruria is they're number 7. They're actually going to be a great power. Isn't that concerning? Oh, they're getting close in Romagna. Holy fuck. Ban, 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 ban. Just like my chat. Ban everything. They're a bit behind in Modena. If you want to spectate wars, you can do debug FOW in the console. Oh, that's a fair point. Okay, I'm going to just cheekily do it once for... Yeah, I'll cheekily do it once for Bjornia. Fair point. Ooh, Tawanatsu has a big stack there. Bjornia and army split. Bjornia just won a big battle here. Under the army Martin Beatty, Lord's army. Fucking Lord's army. Return of the Golden Province. Looks like that Atlantia thing is gone. They have that accepted? Yeah. Wow, there you go. Atlantia is a great country. They have great LARP. The Grand Master of Malta ill. The Grand Master of the St. John Order is ill. What will happen? Orderly election. Okay, that's your Bjornia update. Their army is retreating away from the big stack. Bjornia will have a chance if this big death stack of Incas gets kind of whittled down by attrition. That'll be good for Bjornia. Bjornia is now wiping some small stacks. What kind of party do I even want? I think I want Jingoism. Tell you what, I need to do this. I need to make the people more in favour of Jingoism so that I can add war goals. I can't trust this mod to not have gotten rid of that. It's single player. They probably have, to be fair. That's another big Tawanatsu stack. Bjornia really is outnumbered here. Bavaria. Oh, this is a Bavaria series reference. They might be forming the Danubian Confederation. Turn the FOW back on. I can't be having... wait. Where's the... There we go, it's gone. I can't have unfair vision and everything. Atlantia didn't get annexed. They actually left the continent and they've become Atlantis. So, moralism for a jingoist party. Ottoman justification is almost ready, so that means let's start preparing... Oh, where's my alliance? Oh, I really dislike how that happened. I'm not a fan. The Ottomans has even finished up their fucking wars. This will be a challenge. We have to Gallipoli them ourselves. I don't have an ally. Shit. I really am saddened by the fact that Hungary has just disappeared into the Scandinavian sphere and I've lost that alliance. Which great powers don't have great power allies? Bohemia and Venice, Dual Monarchy in Spain, Burgundy in Scandinavia, Commonwealth in Spain. Don't really get Iraq. Iraq maybe. Moldavia, but they're really weak. I think we're on our own here. I think we're, you know, we're on our own. But I think we can win. Burgundy's at war, but they're at war with China. How come I don't get any allies? It's not fair. Should we prepare for a full Gallipoli situation? By the way, my generals are absolute shit. That's really bad. Oh fuck. This could be a blunder. I mean, it might really weaken me for the Italian wars and all that. But I've got to be doing something. I've got to be painting some kind of map, you know? So what I'm gonna do, Gallipoli is too isolated. I'm going to land around the hills down here, you know, mountain farmland. Protections or something. Izmir, hills. Might be a good place to land down here. Defense 3, mountain farmland. That's the place to land. But I can't do it with too big of a stack or else they'll take attrition up the arse. And one defense general. A one defense general is the best I can do here. I should start preparing my people to support fascism. I know that sounds weird, but I've been told that fascism is what you have to do to get all your full LARP decisions, cores and stuff. Workshop of the World. We're going to land in Antalya. That's going to be the focal point of our landings. I'm also going to pick this island here as another staging post, the Dodecanese. The Ottomans has a navy. I'm going to have to deal with that. Oh, I get an alliance with Macedonia. Let's go Macedonia. Macedonia strong. There's my ally. I knew I could count on someone. Now this could change my strategy. I could move into Macedonia and make them the front instead of this landing. So if I deck, say, Egypt, 100 war score, who would join? The Sus Amorit would not join. Macedonia would join. A lot of my Italian bros would join. A lower friendly alliance? Question mark. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make Macedonia the staging ground. That makes things easier. Albania might give mill access when I'm actually at war. And then I can ship really quickly. You guys land there in Pythagoras. 30k. No attrition. Nice. Because of medicine. This isn't a proxy war, Zillis. This is a serious war. I'm actively fighting major, fronts. Okay, are we ready to do this? Let's fucking do it. The sus Amarit didn't join. Etruria was also sus and they didn't join. But they're my enemy. Anyway. Let's go and start wiping that 18k. Eh? Let's do it. Albania gives military access. Albania, they're based as well. I knew I could count on them. Black Eagle, all the way. Let's do it. Get that navy out. Fucking fuck them up. This could be a big war though. The Ottomans has a massive army. It's not going to be easy. Not necessarily at all. Maybe Macedonia has a good general. Maybe they have Alexander the Great. And then we can really fight well. That's one stack wiped. The brigade count has gone down by about 6 already. Good start. Now the Turks are attacking the Macedonians in Plovdiv, which is really good for us. Because I'm going to reinforce that. I think the Macedonians could win that battle on their own anyway. Also, let's get up a full blockade. Let's not joke around here. Let's get a real blockade on the go. Also, mods, let's get a channel point prediction. Will I win this war? Will I release Egypt from the Ottomans? I do not endorse Albania after the GeoGuessr incident. What happened in Albania and GeoGuessr? I remember I got Albania in one round in my last stream. I also got them in my video. That's a deep lore, I think. My GeoGuessr video got like 8k views. But it happened. And I got Albania in a round. Let's get a channel point prediction and let's get some subscribers or donations to support what we're doing here. Can Spud release Albania? Excuse me? What do you mean, Ladoge? I'm releasing Egypt. Come on. Well, let's just say, did you cancel the channel point and restart it? Okay. Why did I hear Albania? Well, I was just talking about Albania in terms of them, give me mill access and talking about them in GeoGuessr. Okay, the Ottomans have stopped their attack there. Fine. Oh, they are doing the attack. They've got more men now. 11th of October. Bringing the reinforcements in. Alright, get betting in the prediction. Bet your channel points. Can anyone ever reach 1 million channel points on my channel? Because that's when you get VIP. But, I don't know. I feel like even if I made it 100,000 points, no one has it. There are 8 potential candidates to form DOD. Form Italy. Form DOD? Alright, boys. I'm coming in to help the Macedonians. Coming in to help the Alexander the Great's direct descendants. They're definitely not Slav LARPers. Oh, I forgot I have military access with Albania. That was the whole point. I need to use that. Right, great victory. Follow up. Follow up. Come on, boys. We need to wipe some Ottoman armies here. We need to get wipes. We can't let them survive and reinforce. Also, continue the blockade, idiot. Noob. I can't blockade through there. Diverge their darkness. Everyone's betting on me. Thanks for the belief. You're not going to regret it. This is a 0 attack general. I'm going to wait for reinforcements before I actually attack, just to be sure. Oh, a lot of them are coming across the strait. This is going to be one of those situations, I fear, where they get, you know, infinite retreats and I never wipe them. So now we move in there and attack that 18k isolated. Move back here. The Ottomans will probably attack the Macedonian stack again, so I'll just wait and reinforce that. Got another stack in Africa. Just bring the whole army. Rebels, never heard of them. I'm fine. Alright, Gamago, I'm doing it for you. Launch that attack. I'm never going to wipe that Ottoman stack. They're going to be sitting on 0 org and just infinitely retreating. I've seen it happen so many times. Endless retreats. Bring out the whole ocean. Who are you allied to? Just Macedonia. But they're good. Oh god, they attack, they attack. Oh shit, help the Macedonians. Speaking of Macedonia, help them before they get fucking wiped. It doesn't look like the Ottomans have any good generals, by the way, so we're safe in that regard. Good. Now we go for an infinite follow-up on that army as well, and never wipe them. Just like that stack up there. And now this stack as well. Do we ever get any wipes? Fucking wipe them. 3 Ottoman stacks are now infinitely retreating on 0 org. Is it worth it to mob? If I need to. This is... Look at this. Another... They retreated again. When will they get fucking wiped? Infinite retreating on 0 org. I actually hate that. I feel like this is PDM that's doing this more than vanilla. They get to infinitely retreat on 0 org, just dealing constant damage to my army while I can't wipe them. This is bullshit. Let's just get the wipes. Oh my god. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Come on. Egyptian naval invasion? Nah, you're alright. I don't need to do that. I wiped one of them. Did I? I think I did. I think I did. I'm not following up on that. That's... Bring the reinforcements. I'm bringing my reinforcements. I'm bringing them. The Ottomans are a pushover. I'm winning. Right, attack there with 1 attack. My poor points. What, did you bet against me? I see some 1s and 2s in the chat. The unification of the Belgian Confederacy. Whoa. There we go. They did it. Can we get a round of applause for the Belgian Confederacy? Bit of a bug there that all the other countries still exist for now. They have to be different, don't they? They're gone. They have to be different. They have to call it the Confederation this time. Oh, look at that. They didn't get wiped. I have to follow up again. They're getting reinforcement fucking ticks now as well. These infinitely never-ending, never-dying stacks that infinitely retreat on 0 org. Again. Oh, I wiped them. Thank fuck. Oh, we're getting the wipes. It's over. That's good. Never mind. We did it. We're doing it. Live. Dealing a lot more casualties because we got the defensive. Good job. We're doing a great job here. Fantastic. Bring them all the way around. Reinforcements are going to be killer. Indeed, the Macedonians have gone in for a bold attack. Wipe! Yes, let's go. Let's siege them down. We've got the railroads now, let's build them all. Including my spherelings. I'm looking out for my spherelings too. Even the Pope who excommunicated me. I'm doing good works. To get recommunicated. Railroads everywhere. What are you all oh-knowing at? Yeah, I can see someone who's betted on 1. You're betting against me. Or did you bet for me? I don't know. I'm winning. Unless there's something that I can't see that you can. Oh, 24k stat. Watch out. Oh my god, that's a lot of stats. Another 24k. All their eastern reinforcements are coming in. Watch out. I'm gonna siege for a bit. 1 is for me. So what are you all-knowing at, Shadow's Mimic? I think we're fine. I need to help the Macedonians. They're being attacked. Oh, they got auto-retreat memed! They got fucking auto-retreat memed. Did you see that? You saw that? Live reaction. Live replay. What happened there? The Macedonians beat a tiny 3k stack. Then the larger Ottoman stack went into it the next day, but they also joined the retreat, which is a kind of glitch in Victoria 2. I call it auto-retreat memeing. Seen it happen a lot in multiplayer. You might have seen it in some of my videos too. 3rd of March attack. That's my birthday. The Ottomans are arriving on my birthday. So we reinforce on the 2nd. In before Spain deck. Ah, fuck that. They don't have the balls. I can fight 2 fronts. I'll win. I'm not scared of that at all. They have no chance. I bet none of my railroads will build, by the way. Because we're in PDM and I don't get, guess what, cement. Because I don't have coal. Put some coal in this country. Oh, the casualties. Oh. They also don't have the CB. Yeah, they don't have any CBs on me, exactly. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. This is like the Bokoan 1 iron shortage but with cement. This is like the Bokoan 1 iron shortage but funny. Nah, just joking. Just having a wee joke around there. Don't make another fucking Reddit post against me. Sorry. Attack Plovdiv. You know what? That's Forest Mountains with a 3 defense for them. So, no thanks. Sync V, did you bet against me? Is that what it is, Sync? I see you've betted on 1. So it's not really working. But if you'd bet on 2, then I would be absolutely convinced that you were trying to sabotage my war effort by making me attack into a -3 in order to make me lose the war so that you can win big channel points. But you didn't. You voted for 1, so I don't know what you're trying to do there. Maybe you're just skill issuing? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. No, I can attack Sofia, definitely. That's more like it. Because the Ottomans have in fact split their army. We get a cheeky alliance with Albania is what we can. I think I'm going to sphere them too. Also, I need to watch my other spheres. Provence, ban. Romagna. Venice is very close there. Ban. Are they retreating to Vidin? Yeah. Anyone who might not know Victoria 2 combat that well might be wondering, why are you not going to Egypt since that's what you decked for? What I'm doing here is uniting with my ally Macedonia and crushing the Ottoman army. When their army is dead and lured in here to the kill zone of Europe, then we'll eventually make our way down to Egypt and claim the full victory, getting the tickers or whatever we need. You know what? Spread out in siege. Just spread out in siege. The Maltese have invaded the islands. Malta wants to claim some more islands to found their orders on. Clergyman. Nice wipe. Macedonia is going for it. They're sieging down Constantinople. Okay. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a very important event to look at. A representative from Zaragoza. Came from Zaragoza, is in the Cortes of Aragon. Typical petition. Nobility wants reassurances that the royal privileges will stay. We would usually blah 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 blah. I'm looking. The Kingdom of Navarre. The King of Navarre has become concerned, especially after the talk of Pan-Latinism. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious here what we take. It's the top one, which is centralization. That's it. Our kingdom is too fragile. We must centralize. We absolutely must centralize. Kill their Ottoman navy as well. Nice. Do we have central reforms? Look at that as well. Regionalism. We want to get rid of that. Those are some bad... Ara 112b. Liberals support centralization. Alright, we're going liberal. Great. Zealous, your points are not secure. You voted 2. You voted against me. Your points are not secure. How's it going? Well, Luminite, it's going well. I'm liberating Egypt. That's a mountain forest. I wouldn't attack that either. We're about to move into Asia Minor very, very soon. Macedonia will lead the way. Imagine having an industry and being able to build stuff in your industry. Imagine. We're going to take Pontus. We're going to get coal. It's going to be so beautiful. Exclamation mark mod for the DoD version we're playing. You're going to move over the strait. There you go. Get a general. One of my shitty useless generals with +1 stats. There's the alliance with Albania. Should we call Albania into the war? I think I should, if I can. If they'll accept, then they should definitely join. Macedonia. No! What is this? Albania has attacked Macedonia! Right now. What a turn of events. Whoa! They're taking North Macedonia. Debar, which has 51% Albanians. What a plot twist. I can join Macedonia's side. I probably should just join Macedonia and prevent this. Probably. And I ought to start sphering Macedonia as well, because I should prop them up as my big ally here and stop the nonsense of sphering Albania. Albania has backstabbed us, really. Macedonia has like an Aragonese prince on the throne. Komodo earlier said that this was lore friendly. Is that true? Is Macedonia a lore ally of me? Let's do it. We're very lore friendly here. Macedonia can take Greece. It depends on the casus bellis that Macedonian AI chooses to add, but they do have, remember, back in the day I played a campaign in DoD as Macedonia, because they have crazy accepted pops. Look at the ruling party! Mac! The ruling party from Mac. That's the Scottish connection. Macedonia. Macedonia is Scottish. Macedonia. It's short for Caledonia. There's a cousin on the throne. This is crazy lore. They have the Aragonese faction as well. This is crazy. I'm going to put all my eggs in the Macedonian... But oh, I need to join the war, yeah, of course. I'm at war with Albania. They've backstabbed us. I'm not going to halt my advance into Anatolia. I can do both at the same time. This is such an insane backstab. I'm getting fucking blockaded, mate. Any war goals that I could take from Macedonia here? I mean, Albania? Probably not. I don't care for them. I don't want to... Annexing them would be impossible because they have an extra region. That's a forest mountain as well. 3 defense, I can't attack it. Let's just march right in. And sneed them down. Oh, watch out. Who's that? It's St. John in Provence. Can Macedonia form the Eastern Roman Empire? I don't know if Macedonia has any extra LARP in this mod or not. Do they? Do they have extra decisions? I mean, I know that normally Macedonia already has decisions for forming Yugoslavia and stuff, but if you do that, you sort of lose some accepted pops. If you keep Turkish, then you can expand all the way into the east with accepted pops. In Femboy DoD, you can get Bulgarian accepted and then get Yugoslavia. That's the mod we're playing in the critically acclaimed Bavaria series, no less. I'm just going to fully siege down Albania. Let's not even fight their army. Let's just siege them down and get them out of the war that way. Whoa! Turkey actually attacked the Macedonians, but the Macedonians can hold the fucking line. They're fine on their own. The Macedonians have got this. Yeah, I mean, it's predictable when you really think about it that the Albanians would help their true overlords, the Turks. It goes with the whole Balkan LARP, doesn't it? It was, I should have seen it coming. Really should have. I'm sieging down Albania faster than you can say my granddad committed war crimes. Oh, we're getting the white peace calls. Look at the war score. Big. We're almost there against the Ottomans already. I wonder, what could we take from Albania? Maybe just white peace them? Take capital 15. It's not worth taking that. Free people Greece. No. I can add them to my sphere and keep them at bay. Just sort of, yeah. The Nurse Reno way. Only 4 infamy. I think I'm just gonna add them to sphere. I'm gonna make them, force them to just shut the fuck up. So ban embassy, Venice. That's interesting, Katavia. I love stuff like that. You know, countries like what do you call it? Banat as well have interesting accepted pops. Right, so Albania is fucking back under control. Forget your LARPing, Albania. I think it's time to go to Egypt, don't you think? Oh, the ultimate humiliation. Call Albania in. Oh, you're right. They would join. Yeah, they're in the war now. Thanks for the suggestion. The ultimate humiliation. Is it just me or did I lose some of my ships blockading out here? Don't have the diplo points, but banning anyone. I think we reduce Venice in that, and good. I lost some ships. Did they die to battles or just attrition? Do the Ottomans have any cheeky navies out there picking off my blockades? Now, landing in Egypt like this doesn't really give me much war score unless I take the entirety of the ticker of Egypt, in which I get a ticker. Other than that, they're just colonies. Well, actually Sinai is a state. Sieging down mainland Ottomans is what gets me occupation war score, which is a lot. Oh, the Macedonians are already way ahead of me. They attacked that stack. Easy, no worries. The Macedonians deserve something out of this war, but there's no war score for them. They're probably even adding war goals. They just added a war goal. Right now. If only there was a way for me to give them that. But there's not. Unless they separately peace out. But they won't do that. I don't think the AI would do that. So, sadly, Macedonia can't get anything out of this war. We just have to be content with Egypt. Oh yeah, Macedonia starts the game friendly. Or Aragon starts the game friendly. Oh shit! Oh no! Can I get a Come On England sub? I never got any more subs when I asked for them. For the just for the pure sound effect of the alert. Bjornia is gone. Can I get a North FC next to a salute in the chat for Bjornia? The Twitch bits work? No, they give a different alert, but I wouldn't mind getting Twitch bits. Don't get me wrong. Hello, Jen. Can I get a North FC and a salute? Come on. Thank you, Mr. Zoomy.
Asterisk on England.
It censored that word. Thank you for the 4 months. Prime. But you know what this means, right? For the Taiwanatsu football team in 150 years' time. They've just inherited Messi. Thank you, Shadows Mimic, for the new Tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. The Taiwanatsu football team is going to be World Cup winning material in the future now because they've just gotten the future Messi. It's over for the Bjornians. Look at that assimilation. Oh! 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 God. Okay. Taiwanatsu is maybe a future playthrough here. Oh. The Bjornians. I'm sure if I read that event, something would have said how the English are getting fucking G-worded. Because that is brutal. 500% assimilation. Who's getting the immigrants, by the way? Colombia is getting the immigrants, and the Crown Colony of Vinland is getting the immigrants. The Belgian Confederacy is losing out. Anyway, back to our cheeky little conquest, or releasing of Egypt here. We'll have enough war score soon. You know what we can do? We can start moving some of our army back to Aragon. This is over. They aren't getting slaughtered as much as they are getting moved around the Incans now. Cultural destruction, essentially. There's one word for it, and it's the G word. Not a word that's very nice to say on Twitch or YouTube. Dare I say, base Jenny, please. It's not based to genocide English LARPers in South America. That's rude. New ideology? Yes, please. Now, we really need more culture text. We really need idealism. If bits work, then what about a little bit? Unfortunately, I don't think you actually gave enough bits to trigger an alert. I think it has a minimum of 10. But I do appreciate the 5 bits. Anglos got inked. Oh, they got fucking inked. It was brutal. That's right, Chad Todd.
Good grief.
This feels like a scam.
Oh, it's not a scam. Look, you just triggered the alert. It's Oceania, one of the really great long-standing members of the community in the Discord, saying his catchphrase, good grief. It's not quite come on England or something, but it's nice.
Good evening, Sir Smiley Face.
Thank you very much, Warrior of Ultramar, for the 10 months to Prime. It's really sad to hear that alert now that we know what happened to England. And the good news is that I'm building one factory. It's coming home. We're building a factory. Beautiful sneeding down of the Ottoman Empire as our war score approaches something that they might accept. We could build a cement factory in a state without any cement RGO. You're right. Maybe I can import the coal. So let's build it in, I think, Campania, because, well, Campania doesn't have many craftsmen in it now. It's a very big state. It's in fact my biggest state. It will if I encourage them. Let's build a couple of factories. Let's get one in Aragon as well. You are right, but unfortunately I wasn't getting machine parts or anything in order to build the factories in the first place. Will they accept? And I think that's the Zurao Wars have begun. That is crazy. I don't know, Chad Todd. Don't know. Oh, the LARP is just going beautifully. You might not have even been here, Norton, to see that Macedonia is actually an Aragonese LARP ally. Look at their fucking ruling party. Aragonese faction, and we start friendly with them. We've uncovered even more LARP. Here we go, by the way. We have just gotten Egypt. Egypt is a puppet, it's a satellite, it worked. And all the other countries did not get glitched into being my puppet. Congratulations. Egypt is now released and my puppet. And my ally. But I should have just gotten military access. Whatever. What great LARPing that was. Collect the troops. Where's my other transports? Did I lose one of my stacks of transports? No, I merged them or something. Right. Yeah, that is the bet actually. Can we call it for the ones? Can we call it for the people that believed in me? MFs go out of their way to conquer an entire nation just because he needed to make cement. Yeah, I didn't have the war score to take Pontus, but we got Egypt, and we got one small province that produces coal in my sphere of influence. So there is that. It's not like I didn't get coal out of that. I did. Congratulations for all the channel points that you won, everyone. Anyone close to 1 million yet? Doubt it. But one day. The factories are being built. They are actually constructing. Beautiful. By the way, I mean, we have been streaming ages here. I've been very much enjoying it, and but I will be wrapping it up soon. We will have to stop, and I will continue it, possibly on Monday or Tuesday. Just so you know. After Egypt, the next logical objective is the Ruhr. Fuck me. Ambitious. Duchy of the Rhine. Yeah, I'll take that next. Anything else changing in Europe? Nah. Same shit, different day. Milan has been sphered by Venice. That's not great, not terrible. Somehow I still have an alliance with Etruria, which is odd. There's a plurality coming in. Good. We must aid those starving. That's a lot of people dying. Sad. So what we're doing here is the Nurserino way. We're not directly annexing much land. We are sphering and building up a big sphere of influence. Is the classical music part of the mod? No, this is my playlist that I usually listen to. It's a YouTube live stream. The reason I choose this playlist above all is because it is all royalty free. Sometimes the YouTube bots do try and pick up and copyright some of these pieces in this whenever I upload them to the Spud Gun archives. But my appeals are always successful because they are royalty free, public domain, classical music. Oh shit, oh god, the Italian turmoil. The old world is dying and the new world struggles to be born. Now is the time of monsters. In the fields, at the street corners and in the salons. When one questions another about the state of affairs in Italy, one invariably finds the same response. Change is coming. La cambia viene. On the surface, the many monarchs of Italy appear to reign unchallenged, as they have since the end of the Italian Wars. But as one walks through the cities of Italy, one will witness the breakdown of royal authority as peasant and soldier scuffle in the streets in a manner unthinkable a few years prior. This is quite literally a chud. Italy is falling. I just saw some peasants and soldiers scuffling in the streets. Order has broken down. Italy has fallen. Though open rebellion is yet to break out. So this isn't an event that's doing anything per se, but it is foreboding upcoming Italian wars. Which will happen probably the next session that I play of this after, when I probably come back to it on Monday. Ever since the Inca conquest of Bjornia, which wasn't very long ago, Bjornian refugees are arriving in Nouvelle Amsterdam. Where is that? Let's see. Up here. I don't see any pops. Are you serious? I don't see them. They bring tales of the horrid brutality and the endless malevolence of the Inca, speaking of their ruler, Sapa Inca Huáscar, in terms of absolute evil. Oh, Bjornians are a model, but now a curious new group is formed. The Sovereign Order of the Knights of Albion. Come on, the Incas destroyed your country because you were LARPing too much, and now you're forming the Sovereign Order of Knights of Albion. Can you just stop LARPing so much and you won't get destroyed? So they're now having influence in Lotharingia because they just got absolutely wrecked. The assimilation, is it starting to kick in? I think the Bjornian Heartland is actually pretty safe because there's no Incans emigrating there for the assimilation to work. Wait, it's not a fucking assimilation. I think I got that wrong. It's actually immigrant attraction, which would bring Inca people into the land, but not necessarily assimilate. So I was wrong. I possibly was not correct about that. A new situation in the dike pole. Yeah, that's happening. Watch out, everyone. The Great American... Fuck. Everything is happening so fast. There's a gigantic hug box against the Incas. Spain is coming back even though they don't have any land around here anymore. So that's, yeah, that's happening. Well. What was I about to do? I was just reorganizing my army. My PDM army. Oh shit, here we go. Something is brewing in Italy. What do you think of the mod so far? It's great for single player. The LARP is great, the events are great, it's all good for single player. I'm not too fond of the PDM industry, and to a lesser extent the army. But if you want DoD LARP in single player, this is the mod for you. So now we're getting possible revolutions on Sardinia. We probably should crack down on this. Do I have Sardinian as an accepted culture? No. We can't let this happen. We have to centralize. We have to centralize. I think cracking down would be the centralizing option, obviously, right? Now, LARP doesn't really work in multiplayer. Single player and multiplayer mods are best kept separate. Let the people LARP in single player and let the people fight Diplo and wars in multiplayer. Because LARP and all these events, it just doesn't work in multiplayer. You don't have time to read this because you can't pause the game over it. LARP events really get in the way of multiplayer. Multiplayer is supposed to be a sandbox of diplomacy. It's not supposed to be railroaded. It really doesn't work. Whenever we've played a mod in multiplayer, ported it over. I even remember it in the early days of multiplayer DoD. It just gets in the way of multiplayer. Like you could be about to win a war or something and then you get some huge civil war that fucks you over that you couldn't do anything about. Yes, Luminite, good point. It works if everyone's in on it. I think it does work if you're playing a more roleplay game and you're in a roleplay group. Even then, even in roleplay multiplayer, the roleplay is created by the players writing and speaking their roleplay. So it's not even really good to have all these events in a mod for roleplay multiplayer. Because the players create that. Yeah, exactly, Arlek, yeah. I wouldn't recommend this mod for multiplayer, but it's not meant for that. It's exactly the same as when I was playing TGC a few weeks ago. So we cracked that down. Cracked down on the Sardinians. Poor Sardinians. Oh well. Build Macedonia some railroads. There's a reason multiplayer is not in the mod's title, like the Big Weevil roleplay game. I think that is the antithesis of good roleplay, if you remember that one. Big Weevil's been coming out with a couple of banger little videos lately as well. Big Weevil will go from not uploading anything for like a year to uploading 2 videos in 1 week. like he did just now. Check them out. Actually, the first one that he released a few days ago, the Nurse Reno one, is a very famous one already because of the Nurse Reno ranting and stuff. Very famous. It's already gone down as legendary in the community for the Nurse Reno ranting. Instant hit. Is Big Weevil... Big Weevil is the cess for the Nuts of Victoria 2. I don't really know what that is though. Don't know that. Big Weevil is... Big Weevil is going for a different style of video. He's shifted from his more detailed Spudgun-esque videos to trying to be much more stripped down Bocoin-esque videos. And, you know, nothing wrong with that. He's trying a different format. He's trying to get bigger views and everything. Good luck to him. He did put country balls in the thumbnail of the Reno video. I don't have any problems at all with him trying to appeal to a broader audience and stuff, getting some country balls in his thumbnail, but to me it doesn't really go well with the Nurse Reno video because, I don't know, I mean, I feel like putting the Nurse Reno emoji, and you can write it in the chat, get me some Renos in the chat, wouldn't it have been much better to put that in the thumbnail instead of country balls? Just for that video. For that special video. Otherwise, knock yourself out with the country balls. So, we now have the Plantaginia versus Belgians war. Let's debug FOW for this. He also, yeah, in the intro, he used the white font on black background. Now, it's a bit weird one. And by the way, I'm not criticising or anything. I love Big Weevil in this channel. I'm not criticising. I'm just commenting and observing. So, he put some country balls in the thumbnail to try to appeal to a wider audience, the people that like country balls, a more Reddit audience, and I'm saying that without any judgment. But putting the white text on black background thing feels like more just a direct copy of Bocoin that doesn't really, it wouldn't, I don't know. It's not something that would get more people to click on the video because you're already clicking on the video by the time you're seeing that. So it really, now, in a couple of videos, in my Hearts of Victoria videos, I also did that, but I did that as a direct, ironic meme copying of the Bocoin format, by the way, so it wasn't like... But I think, maybe Big Weevil was memeing with it too, though. He could have been memeing. I might be reading too much into it. But he was talking about how he was changing his format a bit in order to try to appeal to that. But it's all great stuff. No hate. At all. I support Big Weevil. I support all other Victoria 2 content creators. Go check them all out. I actually want to play Call of Duty Zombies with Weevil and Spambot again. Remember when we did that? Any of you remember watching those ones? They were great. There was one time that we had a Victoria 2 session that didn't last long, and then we played COD Zombies after with Spambot and Zombie. I want to do that again. But it's hard to convene the players. So who's winning here? I think Plantaginia 29 brigades, Belgian 30. Ooh, this will be a close one. It's a pure 1v1, including the puppet. How is the crusade for Bjornia? Oh! Oh, look at the Incas! Oh, shit! The Incas are on the fucking... what do you call it? On the, you know... on the rampage, on the warpath, that's the word, yeah. Look at them up here as well! They're even marching into Quito, but Quito has a big army. The Incas is so strong, but I don't know if they can fight 100 fucking brigades! What the actual fuck on that many pops? 7 Miltech? Okay, I take it back. I think Inca can win that. I was thinking maybe they were on too many fronts and they're also at war with two great powers. But you know the Victoria 2 AI, they don't... the great powers wouldn't send that many brigades. I think Inca can still win that. I think they must have events or something. They must have mad soldier pops. There must be something like events that do that. Someone who knows the mod will no doubt explain. I'm not seeing any crazy soldier pop percentages anywhere. DoD has much higher MOBs than base game. The margarita opportunity. I fancy a margarita pizza. The chaos of Tuscany's fall brought an opportunity. Margarita, the Duchess of Lucca, has brought a proposal of an alliance. Her claims and her inheritance of the Valois Medici gives her the right. By right, the title of the Grand Duchy of Tuscany. I should do this. Of course I should accept. Oh! And then I join this. I absolutely join that war. And we help Lucca, who's trying to take over that. And we can go through our excommunicated Pope. No problem. He'll let us through. Crazy events are happening. Lucca's already winning that alone. Good job, Lucca. Speaking of which, remove Venice. Venice shouldn't be a fucking great power. It's impossible. It's not right. Ban and reduce, just like my Twitch chat. Welcome to the fan fork. The fan fork is great. It's what happened? What the fuck is happening in Milan as well? Oh god, Mantua came out, and Mantua is really stronger and winning. Is that good for me? I think it's good for me because Milan was in the Venice sphere. Venice is already trying to sphere this new shit. I finally got a 2-attack general, by the way. Incan's war goal. Enforce a treaty onto Lotharingia. Very vague. Alright, good job, Lucca. I don't even need to be there, you've got this. I assume by enforced treaty it gives you options after the war to decide what you do with them. That tends to be the case in single-player LARP. You know what? Trent has North Italian pops. I think it's worth taking them. Very soon though, I'll be calling it. I'm not going to be playing forever. And then, like I said, we'll get session 2 of this and continue on Monday, I think. I'm basically streaming, my current schedule right now, I'm streaming every second day. So I stream and then I take the day off, stream, take the day off. Doing a lot more streams now, a lot more regularity. Mantua discredited. Any minor nations that we would recommend playing in this mod? Thing is, I don't know the mod that well right now. So I don't know which countries out there have the best flavour or not. This is my first campaign in this whole mod. But a lot of people in the chat will be able to guide you on that right now. So listen to them. I love the Sphere Empire I'm building up. Should I sphere Illyria as well? I think we can go for it. No one else is sphering them. Yeah. Let's grab Illyria. Oh god. Damn Pepe. Our attack against Tuscany has rallied the unruly crowds of Napoli, who have risen once again against our rule. Hopefully, their rule does not extend over the whole south, given the opportunities for the Samarians. Oh shit. This is half my army as well, is it? No. It's a large portion of my army. Oh god. Parthenopea. You know what? I think this might be a cliffhanger to leave it on. This is a harder Italian war. It's fine, I'll still win. The most annoying thing about this war is that it disrupts my army so much. Like, you know, half my stacks become, or some of the units in my stacks become part of the enemy. because they're coming out of these provinces where I built a lot of troops. That's the only annoying thing, you know? The actual civil war is a piece of cake. By the way, I shouldn't debug. I shouldn't have all division like that. So I'm going to leave it on a cliffhanger there. Jesus, I leave you on so many cliffhangers, eh? Bavaria Part 4, Bavaria Part 5, and now this? Even my streams are cliffhangers? Can I give you any kind of conclusions? No, I can't. I'm going to save it here. Thank you very much for all the great generous subscriptions I got on the stream. Thank you very much to the mods for moderating. And thank you very much to the Divergences of Darkness rework for making a great mod. And thank you to those Divergences of the rework people who came into the stream to give general advice and talk about the mod, like Arlek. And thank you to all the viewers for the enjoyable engagement in the chat. It was a great stream. And that's about it. I'll come back to this. We'll have a lot to talk about. The history of Divergences of Darkness is so interesting that I might make
Em de particular, thanks to me, of course.
8-hour video essay on the history of DoD. How does it sound? Thank you for the 10 bits, Zealous. Particular thanks to you for the bits. Absolutely. So, on that bombshell, we will return to this on Monday in the evening. Okay? So same time I started streaming this, which would be around 6 PM my time zone, I will come back and continue. So we have, as long as the video essay is in French, l'histoire de Divergences de
Good grief.
Sombre.
Enjoy your semente fella.
Thanks for another 10 bits. Will it stop? Speaking of cement, you can actually see I do have cement factories up and running, and maybe they will import the coal from the world market. Might work. None of my other factories are. So on that bombshell, the cliffhanger, the Italian wars are ramping up and we have to make the best of it, win every war, get Lucca to take over Etruria, try and get the Sphere of Mantua against... Milan actually became Transpadana, which is different. C'est un très bien essai que tu nous as montré ici. It's a great attempt, it's a great try that you have shown us here. Au revoir to Le Doge and Zealous, the Frenchies in the chat. We will return on Monday. Bye everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.